What's going on, Giants fans? Welcome to another episode of True Big Blue Podcast. My boy Pat will be here in a minute, and this is our every Monday night podcast that we do. I'm the co-host, and Pat, Big Talk, Big Sports. Sorry, is my co-host, and he'll be on in a second. But we just wanted to talk about uh, OTAs in general, the way the team is looking, the progression of the team, and a little special interview that Justin Tuck did 2 hours ago about the overall team, Joe Judge, and the defense and the future of this team. So I see my man Logan in the chat from Logan Giant Zone. Y'all go subscribe to my man. My boy Zion Zenith is in the chat. What's going on, Big Zion? Y'all go subscribe to him too. Another good Giant YouTuber. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these guys on so we can get it popping. You know, we diehard Giants fans gotta have it.
What's
What's
good?
going on, Logan? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
What's going on?
Yo, what's good, guys?
Real quick, I'll be
Benny.
right back.
What's going on, Benny?
Yo, what's up,
Thanks
Benny?
for popping in the stream.
Thanks for having me on, Lou. That's what's up. What's up? What's up? How's your day going?
Big Jose, what's going on? Thanks for popping in the stream. Oh man, my day was great, man. Got to spend some time with my little man and my wife. You know,
Nice. What's Gucci, Logan? How's your day going?
What's
Big
good,
Mac,
man?
What's good, Mac? Oh, okay. I see you. What's going on, Mac?
This man said I look like a Lil Jokic, bro.
Huh?
This dude in the chat says I look like Jokic. Come on, man.
What up, bro?
Dang, Jose getting it in already.
What up? What up, Jose?
What's going on, fellas? Just waiting for Big Pat to pop in, but what you guys think about that Justin Tuck interview today?
I'll let you go, Logan. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I was just about to say, I was actually busy when it came out, so I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, but I was going to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, I was looking at it right before I got on. I seen it kind of late right now. I'm actually on Giants.com reading about it right now. I have the article pulled up, but I'll probably read that later. Well, basically, what was it about, Lou? What's up, Pat?
No,
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
Big
What
Pat
up,
in the
Pat?
building.
Hey, oh Lord have mercy.
Oh Lord, you tell that girl give you a break.
Yeah,
But it was basically they just asked him what he thought about the defense and what he thought about Azeez Ojulari and the defense moving forward and how he felt about Daniel Jones and Joe Judge. And I mean, he just laid it all out there. He was basically in agreement with what we've been talking about for the past few weeks on this podcast. So
Let's get it.
Nice.
let me see. What's going on, Nate? What's going on?
what's
Yo,
good?
what's Gucci?
What's going on, little Nate?
What's good? A long day
But
today.
what's the topic for the day, man? What's the topic for the day?
Oh no.
Um,
We was just talking about the overall progress of the team moving forward, things in OTAs that we liked, and then touching on some of the things that Justin Tuck said in the interview that he gave a few hours ago.
Yeah, I was gonna do a video on that tomorrow. I'm gonna start doing videos where I look up articles and just go how I did my last video. If you've seen, I'm gonna start doing videos like that too. I'm just gonna go over that tonight. But as far as the overall team, I really think this team is gonna be something special this year. I think the coach and I just think they like each other, man. They really do. This team really gels together, and I think they're gonna do some great things, especially if they have that same gel that they had last year. I think it can only get better because we have more pieces.
Yeah.
It's true.
fact.
I have to go look. I was gonna say I have to go look on the paper, but I did some research on. I'm decided on what kind of videos I should make as well, and I'm doing research on teams that really didn't have a good record and ended up making the Super Bowl the year after that. And I'm not saying the Giants are going to go to the Super Bowl. Why I'm saying that is there's a lot of talk about teams not having a good record and bouncing back, but then also there's a lot of proof about it. You know, there's a lot of talk of saying like, oh, we have teams that they don't make that jump that fast. They don't go from a 4-13 team to a 12-5 team. But when I was looking at my research, I got to go find that paper. We've seen it in Carolina. We've seen it how the Panthers. I don't have the stats right in front of me, but they turned around. I believe they had like less than 4 wins. They turned around and went 15-1 the next year. We've seen it in San Francisco 49ers. We've seen it with the Seattle Seahawks. There's teams that won the Super Bowl that had less than 5 years, 5 wins the year before that, or even improved by upwards of 7 wins, like, you know, having 3 wins and 3 plus 7, you know what I'm saying? So there is the proof that, you know, that a team can have a 3-13 record and pull it and flip it right around. And the thing about it, yes, we are 3-13. You are what your record says you are. But at the end of the day, we all know as Giants fans, and even the NFL knows, the New York Giants wasn't a 3-13 team last year. We played much better. We was, obviously, because our record said it, but we played much better than a 3-13 team. And with just the additions of the offseason, that's why I'm truly confident, and I'm sticking to this 12-5 record of us having a good year of defense showing up, our offense showing up, Daniels improved, and our special teams even making some plays at it. We're in a right position going forward for the future, and it's a perfect time to be a New York Giants fan.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just ready for September, man, to get here because I'm tired. It's too much hate going on right now, man. Like I was I don't know if y'all familiar with the Fireside Giants channel. But,
yeah, they're really good at breaking down tape.
They put this video up, man, yesterday about Daniel Jones, man. I think y'all should check it. If y'all haven't checked it out, you need to check that out, man. It's like an amazing take on Daniel Jones. He hit it right on the money, man. Like people think this guy just can't is a bum, man. He has no chance. Like he hasn't shown any kind of like any type of positive, anything positive. All they keep talking about is he fumbles too much. He did fumble too much, but he started cleaning that up, and people just don't want to recognize it, and they just keep harping on so much of the negative. They act like they can't. They've never seen anything. They've never seen how pretty his passes are, how nice a deep ball he throws. Just they don't want to ever mention any of that. You know what I mean? Never ever comes up in the conversation about Daniel Jones. All it is he fumbles right now, Joseph. Yeah, and like I don't know if I ever told you, I live right outside of Philly, so I'm right in the heart of Eagles country. You know what I mean? So I gotta deal with that nonsense constantly, and that's another thing I'm tired. I'm tired of going out my crib, and I'm hearing all these dumbass Eagle fans constantly, like every day, really swearing they're gonna win a division, swearing that they're gonna sweep us. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I don't know what they see, what they looking at on their roster that they think they're gonna be a good football team, even with all the dumbasses on TV that talk. I haven't even heard any of them pick the Eagles to win the division. It's definitely between just the Giants and the Cowboys and the football team. But yet these Eagle fans really feel like they got something cooking, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's one thing to love your team, but you gotta be real with yourself at some point. Like, look, you're not very good. You're not going to be good. Let's just kill it. You know what I mean? You definitely think y'all are coming in last place. They're coming in last. I think I can say that with confidence. I don't know about who's coming in first, second, and third, but I'm pretty sure the Eagles is coming in last.
They want to talk about how our quarterback had fumbling problems, but both their last starting quarterbacks and Wentz and Jalen Hurts had a bigger fumble problem than Daniel Jones.
As Coach once said, I've never seen a franchise flex one ring so hard.
Bigger fumble problem than Daniel Jones.
It's true.
Big Pat, how do I give my boy a wrench? I've been trying to figure that out for like 5 minutes here.
I think you click on his name.
I did that.
And it should give you the option to do it.
No.
Yo, thanks, Miz. Thanks, bro. Let me know when you get it, bro.
People are freaking out on Twitter because they think Saquon's wearing the wrong helmet. I'm like, that's what you're worried about right now?
Man, Saquon is back, yo. I'm telling you,
Saquon's
smoke and
back.
mirrors. Saquon is back. It's gonna be a problem this year.
It
I
don't matter
promise
what
you.
helmet he's wearing, bro.
You want to know some realness? I think Joe Judge is downplaying Saquon right now a little bit on that little Bill Belichick like little chess game with the media right now. I think he's because
that's
everything
all
I was
smoke
reading
and
about
mirrors.
before Saquon is ahead of schedule. You know, so Joe Judge keep making it seem. I mean, I'm not saying because they're gonna rush him back and give him a full workload week 1, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
I think he's a little better off than they leading on right now.
Yeah.
Keep everybody off guard.
I'm like, if that's what you're worried about, his helmet. I'm like, Saquon's back. It does. I don't care if he's wearing pajamas. Saquon's back.
It's gonna be a problem, yo. They're not gonna be able to stop that boy. I promise.
I made a video a couple of days ago about Daniel Jones and just how I think his season's gonna go. I said 29 touchdowns and 11 picks.
I love that
I think
prediction.
it's gonna happen.
I love that prediction.
Hopefully it's below 11. Hopefully, but I said 29 and 11.
I
29.
don't see. My bad, Nate. I'm sorry, but I don't see Daniel Jones throwing that many interceptions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just think it'll be like stupid interceptions, like Evan Ingram dropping the ball, like those kind of interceptions, not like him throwing it accidentally hit off the hands.
I don't expect Daniel
Oh, no,
Jones
that's
to
what
throw,
Anthony
like,
Rivardo
incredibly
and,
no interceptions.
Old boy from Fireside. They make good videos.
Yeah, Fireside is great.
Yeah. I don't expect Daniel Jones to like the interceptions that it were legitimately his fault last year. I don't think he's going to throw a lot of those. I think most of the interceptions will just be dumb interceptions, like Nate said, like ones like batted passes and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't see too many batted passes and tip ups in the air for interceptions this year. And what Daniel Jones doesn't like to take too many chances like that either.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But we have an offense now to where we can be methodical down the field as well. And his deep balls, they're not going to get intercepted too many times because when he throws his deep ball,
Pause,
I guess. He throws a deep ball. When he throws a deep ball, it's either the receiver's going to get it or he throws it away when he throws it deep. So I don't see too many interceptions in his field. The only thing I'm worried about is the offensive line letting him get hit and he fumbles the ball because he acts like he got to fumble the ball when he gets hit. But he cleared that up last year, so I hope he continues it this year. But as far as interceptions wise, I don't see him throwing too many.
My bad, Pat. I just couldn't. You said it like 2-3 times. I'm sorry.
I guess.
He had to say pause.
I found the paper. I was writing it down on. So the 2018 San Francisco 49ers was a 4-12 team. 2019 49ers was a 13-3 team. So the Panthers were 7-8, and then the year they went to the Super Bowl, there was 15-1. So yeah, that's a middle of the pack team being 7-8. But the next year, with Cam Newton having this MVP type season, going 15-1, that is examples. You know, you can pull back the Seahawks and stuff like that. But that is also some examples where you can see, the team making that big push. You know, we have all the pieces in place. It's just, and the players. If you look at it, the players wanna They want to play. They want to play to win. They want to play for the city of New York. They want to play for coach. You know what I'm saying? They want to compete. These players that we have on our roster ain't bums. They're hand selected by this coaching staff to do their job. And we all seen it. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying all these statements, I'm talking. Yes, I'm talking to all of you guys, but I'm talking to all the new viewers on Lose and that comes to Pat Streams. You know, this is why all of us, we're so confident on truly believing that this year is maybe not the year we make it to the Super Bowl, but this, starting from last year, this is the year where everything is here on out. Like here on out, the Giants are back. And if you're an Eagles fan, if you're a Washington fan, if you're a Dallas fan, you had 7 years to win something. Y'all didn't win anything. Maybe Eagles, okay, you won one Super Bowl. All right, that's the only one, but that's it.
And that was a fluke.
You know, that's it.
Why can't we go to the Super Bowl? Listen,
We can.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Look, we went to the Super Bowl when we was 9-7,
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
and we won.
I
So
have to say this. If we go by what Giants teams do when we get to the playoffs, there's a very good chance we can get in there. Because when we do get in there, we make noise.
That
When
is
you
When we
got
get
a
in there,
team
we
that
make it
fights,
count.
when you got a team that fights if they catch their stride mid-season and they have a good patch of 4 or 5 wins in a row, that'll boost their confidence, that'll boost the team morale. And when they start believing, hey, we can win, that changes the whole schematics of the game. When you believe you can win and you go out there expecting to win, it's different than, man, I hope we win. I'm telling you, the mindset is different, and it just does something to the human body, bro.
You ain't lying. And one of the main reasons why I think if we get in there, we could be very dangerous. It's because of this defense once again. If we get in the playoffs, our defense is going to be one of the top ones in the league. And the only team in the NFC that will really scare me playing them is the Buccaneers again if we play in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
If we play in Tampa Bay, that could be a little bit scary because they got Antonio Brown, they got Godwin, they got Mike Evans, one of the best offensive lines in the game. Tom Brady have to see if he's lost anything because that guy does not lose. And I don't know how this guy keeps going. I know how he keeps going, but it's crazy. But that's about the only team.
No, let me stop.
That's about the only team in the NFC. I wouldn't say fear, but I'd be like, damn, we got to play them in Tampa Bay.
I'd be a little bit nervous if we had to play the Rams in Los Angeles.
I wouldn't be nervous to play the Rams at all. Matthew Stafford does not scare me.
Because I'm not suiting up and nobody's tackling me. But no, I'm just saying. I'm not worried about nobody, really. Like I'm really not. I see us matching up well and dominating a lot of these games. I'm telling you, we are gonna come out. Last year is gonna be a thing of the past. Nobody's gonna remember last season. After this season, this is gonna be the memory of the New York Giants for the next decade. What we do this season, I guarantee you. I'm telling you, we about to ball this year. It's gonna be a problem.
If this season works out the way I think it's gonna work out, I plan on probably by mid-season doing a big FU video to all these media jokers that's been hating on us all season, bro.
I'm calling
hating on our players, hating on our coach, bro. Like, how you hating on Joe Judge, man? Like, Joe Judge proved last year that he's the real deal, man. He's for real.
Some of these clowns have him one of the worst coaches in the league. That's why I did that video.
Everything around. He turned the whole mindset of this team around.
Some dude rated him as the 31st coach in the NFL and said that he's a football parody.
That's
that dude, whatever, Doherty, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Patrick Doherty. I did a video on it.
Cornball, man. Straight cornball, bro.
They had him ranked 23rd out of 25 coaches, man.
He had Matt Rule ahead of him.
Yeah, he had Matt Rule ahead of him. And Matt Rule had a way better roster than what we had.
They were 5 and they had a worse record than us last year.
Mm-hmm.
And had a better roster and had a worse record. But Matt Rule was better than Joe Judge. Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Nuts, man.
Like I had to do a video on that, man.
They'll always just hate the Giants. That's how it is.
Facts.
Where did Lou go?
Right.
I was just about to ask that.
Lou took a step
Where
out.
is he?
Yo, people are going crazy over Saquon's helmet. Dude, what is happening?
I popped Zeke in and he ain't say nothing.
Oh.
Zeke just sitting down there and somebody commented about they ain't seen Zeke. So I popped Zeke in there and popped myself out, but he ain't say nothing.
I guess he thought it was weird because you left.
Wow, Zeke's back. He's in the private chat.
He's in the private chat. What's going on here?
Yo, he said yo.
You're in the wrong chat, buddy.
What about this helmet? What was with his helmet?
Basically, you know how Saquon used to wear the Riddell Speed
This
Flex?
guy tripping.
Now he wears a different brand and it has like this weird thing on the top. People are freaking out saying it looks weird. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's just a helmet.
If he's 100%, that's the only thing I care about.
Yeah, let me show you guys. Let me share my screen here. Let me show this to you guys. Okay, so basically, people are freaking out because he's not wearing the old Riddell Speed Flex. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I share my screen. People are freaking out over this.
How's your Italian going, Pat?
Man, I'm doing my little studying, man. But I'm gonna bring it out when I'm ready. You're gonna be proud of me, man. I'm gonna bring it out because right now it's absolutely awful.
That's easy.
I'm gonna say a full paragraph for you. You're gonna understand everything I say. Watch what I tell you.
It's a full paragraph.
A full paragraph. I'm gonna start off the show. I'm gonna say what I say, and then I'm gonna say it in Italian, and I want you to be right there.
There, Bobby, I just sent you the helmet on Discord because he said he wanted to see it.
I don't like that. Doesn't matter to me, man. As long as
It doesn't matter.
He's a professional football player. He knows the kind of helmet feels right on his head.
As long as you got that helmet on Sundays, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't want them in street clothes no more, man.
People are like, yo, this helmet's ugly. I'm like, it doesn't matter. What do you say?
They be bugging. Like, they the whole cleat issue. Like, they just be over-dramatizing stuff.
Lou, I shared the image of the helmet in the backstage. Can you press it?
What's going on, Joe?
Big Joel in the chat. In the stream. My bad.
But,
Hey,
I really think Saquon Barkley is going to be key to this team this year.
Yeah.
It's just going to open things up, man.
That's why they're making the smoke and mirrors and saying that he's not, they don't know if he's ready and all of this other stuff. He's going to come out the gate trotting like a stallion, and the other team's going to be like, but I thought he was hurt.
That's something else that's pissing me off, too. Now we're talking about this, actually, because everybody keeps talking about the Cowboys. Oh, they would have won a division easily if Dak didn't get hurt last year. Well, guess what? I feel like we would have won a division if Saquon didn't get hurt. Because that to us is just almost just as big a loss for our team as Dak was for the Cowboys. And the Cowboys
it's a bigger loss for us.
Was 1 and 3.
We was in the race for the division at the end of the season.
Thank you, Joseph. Highlight
1 and 3. Like they weren't like when Dak was playing before the first few games of the season, they were out there killing everybody. They were 1 and 3 and should have been 0-4.
Right? They should have been 0-4.
And we was busting our ass too when he got hurt in the game against us. So what are they talking about? Dak Prescott they would have won the division if Dak didn't get hurt last year. But why do other teams get those excuses and those kind of passes? But when we're talking about us, like as if Saquon Barkley wasn't a huge loss for us last year. It's like they open their eyes and want to realize that.
I was going through a comment section of a YouTube video, and it was this thing. Shannon Sharp said that we have a better chance of making the playoffs than the Eagles. So an Eagles fan went in the comment section saying, "You're saying that because Saquon's getting healthy. Well, our whole offensive line is healthy, so we're going to make the playoffs." I'm like, what are you saying, bro?
Hold on, Logan. I'm gonna pop you out and swap you out with Miz.
All right.
So I went and did a thing there this afternoon.
Big Miz.
Yeah. The NFL Network had to replay the Green Bay New York Giants game from 2011.
I saw that.
I got excited. Oh, guys, I'm seeing stuff there that I haven't seen in years. I was winning football. It was taking control of the game. It was making Aaron Rodgers look like a fool once again. I was so excited, cheering for the game that was played 10 years ago. Okay. I'm going, oh man.
There's no.
Thinking all the stuff that we're gonna do. Oh.
But reason why I say that though, guys, Saquon brings a whole different level to this offense. Like with him on the field, you have to worry about
they have to account for him
and the running game. You got to account for him. You have to set spies on him. You have to set a safety on him if he's coming out the backfield as a receiver. Like it limits the things that you can do to us when he's on the field. If he's getting that run going, you're going to bring 8 in that box, especially if our offensive line is run blocking the way they were last year. Those 5 to 8 yard tough runs Wayne Gallman was getting, those are like 15 to 20 to 25 yard runs with Saquon back there. And if you get gas like that, the play action is ridiculous with Saquon Barkley back in there, man. So I hope that guy stays healthy. I pray he stays healthy because, man, we're gonna have a good season because we're not playing too many run heavy.
What you just said was if they run block like they was run blocking last year. Well, this is their second season together. They're gonna run block better this year. So they're going to open up holes for Saquon to pick from and decide to go 30, 40, maybe take it to the house. And then they're going to be so worried about that. You hit them with the play action and you kill them over the top with either Galladay or
the screen game.
Tony.
Can you imagine the screen game with this guy?
Limitless possibilities with the weapons that he has around him. If we play our cards right, there's no reason we shouldn't be in the big dance doing the salsa for Victor Cruz. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was watching that earlier today too.
Yeah, he also has to trust the offensive line too, because last year when he was running, they weren't blocking worth a damn when he was running in there. So it may take him a couple of games to trust that offensive line to hit those holes the way we want them to hit the hole. Because Saquon Barkley, if it's just a small hole and he feels he can bounce it to the outside and get past somebody,
bounce it outside quick. Bounce it outside.
Okay, here's the thing on the offensive line. You guys know I was big on the offensive line at the draft. I wanted Slater. I wanted the depth. I wanted that extra piece. I felt that was needed. But sitting here thinking about it for the last 3-4 weeks, because there really hasn't been much to talk about, all they have to do is be average.
Yep.
All they have to do is be a top 15, top 18 offensive line. And with everything that we have, there's no reason we should not be having 300 to 400 yards on offense a game. I don't think we're going to have the penalties. We're not going to have that penalty that kills us in the opponent's 30-yard line. That has to stop. If the small things are taken care of the way Judge tried to do it last year, then that's just something we're not going to have to worry about. And all those guys have to do is just give Daniel 3 seconds. That's it. 2.5 to 3 seconds. And
I'm going to pop my boy Zeke in the stream. He's been waiting for a long time.
All they got to do.
Yo.
What up, Zeke?
How you doing?
Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, all they got to do is pass protect long enough to give Daniel Jones enough time to go through his progressions. And I guarantee you, with the weapons we have on offense, there's always going to be somebody open downfield. But you just got to give Daniel Jones just enough time to actually be able to look and see. Like, that's pretty much what the problem with the offense was last year. I was going to say, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say one thing, too. With the healthy Saquon Barkley and addition of the receivers that we have, it's going to make our offensive line pass blocking a little bit better as well. Because last year, people were just pinning their ears back, going straight at Daniel Jones because they knew that he had to wait in that pocket for so long for somebody to get open. We weren't getting receivers open within a short amount of time. But now we got Kadarius Toney, we got Saquon Barkley back, you got Ingram, you got Galladay, you got Slayton, Shepard. We could go anywhere we want to, and somebody can break open very, very fast. I want Daniel Jones to get his hot routes down because Eli was a master at that. Not to keep bringing up Eli to Daniel Jones, but Eli was a master at that. When he seen somebody get ready to blitz at that line, and the line was good when the line was good and protecting him, he'll point it out. When somebody like Victor Cruz might run a quick slant at somebody because that DB's coming. So if Daniel Jones could get it to where he's pointing on the field, pointing somebody out, pointing out the mic, that's when he's going to be a great quarterback because he has all the tools.
And that's actually that. Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead,
Go ahead, bro.
You guys think that Daniel Jones could pass over 3,600 yards of passing?
Easily.
It doesn't matter to me what numbers he passes. I want wins. Wins and losses is what counts this season. With this much talent, people can say they want Barkley to have 1,500 yards. He can have 1,100 yards if we're 12-5, 11-6, and we won the division.
That's true.
Daniel Jones can throw 10 interceptions and 24 touchdown passes if we're 12-5. If the defense is the ones that are carrying us, then the defense is the one carrying us. If the offense is doing their thing, then what we have to do is we have to be able to run the ball when the defense knows we're running the ball. When that other team is on the field and they're down by double score, 10 points or more, and we need to run the ball, We just need to run the ball. I don't want to see play action. I don't want to see fancy passes. I want to see helmet on helmet. I want our offensive line to take charge of the defensive line and run the freaking ball right down their throat. That's winning football. You can say,
I really don't see us
a high-powered offense, but you got to.
I really don't. Sorry to interrupt, Joel. I really don't see us beating. Like we don't beat ourselves this year. You know what I'm saying? In previous years, we've been beating ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this year, I don't see it. I think this year, exactly what you guys are saying, it's gonna be really straight, like punch you in the face for 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we had 10 drives killed last year because of an offsides penalty or an illegal movement or illegal shift.
Sure, I don't see.
That was inside the opponent's 30-yard line.
I don't see much of that this year.
I don't see much of that this year either. But to what Joel was saying, he's saying that I guess you're saying if we get a lead and it's like end of the third quarter or beginning of the fourth quarter, we got a lead like 24-10 or 20-10. You just want to just pound it. That's Brandon Jacobs and my Bradshaw football there.
We can't do that with the other two guys that we signed.
Yeah, we can do that. But with Saquon Barkley in there, you're gonna want to throw a play action in there every once in a while, man. We got a second and 5, a second and 2. They got 8 men in the box. Daniel Jones hands that ball up to Saquon, pulls it back. Daniel Jones can take off, or we could hit Tony down or Slayton one-on-one down the field on a bomb and go up 31-10. You never know. So we have that potential.
I get that, Pat. But what I'm thinking of is I want to limit them to 3 possessions in the second half. I don't want to give them a chance at the ball. So if we're just doing a ground control, ground and pound, but yes, I agree. Go for the big play. Throw a splash play in there. Get a big chunky yards. That's what the Giants missed last year. So if we're at our 20-yard line starting out, we run the ball, we get 2 first downs. The defense comes down into the box, like you said. We hit Galladay, go to the opponent's 20. We're still controlling the clock. We're controlling the tempo. We're controlling the time of possession. That's what wins football games. It's not getting down to the 20-yard line and then have a false start, illegal shift, too many men on the field. That stupid little stuff that killed us last year.
Sure did. And I will say this, we will be better towards the end of games this year, too. I believe our defense will be a lot stronger, and I believe our offense will be able to keep our defense from having to come back on the field, especially if Barkley is
we're going to go into the half with leads. I'm telling you. It's going to be a different season. It's going to be a different season.
I even see our special teams even scoring like more than last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, our special teams was good, but it took some time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best, but it took some time. I see a big jump in special teams as well.
I see our special teams be able to flip the field. When our defense holds them on their 25-yard line, they punt the ball to our 20 or 30. We got Kadarius Toney, Peppers, Pettis. Anybody could go back there. And we could flip the field, man. We could get a good return and get it to our 45-yard line or something like that. I believe our special teams is going to be dominant this year, too.
Championship team is all about coaching and management, paisanos. How to train and prepare the players with smart schemes. Never blame on the players.
Exactly.
No, only thing you can blame on players is missing blocks, missing assignments, dropping the ball, fumbling the ball. Things of that nature.
Like if we could bring the O-line back up again, something else I want to talk about on the O-line that people forgot about last year too. On top of being young with everybody, like you talking about Matt Pert and Andrew Thomas and
Lemieux.
Who the other Lemieux, yeah, you know, Will Hernandez still a young player. Nick Gates last year, he wasn't a rookie last year, but at the same, he was pretty much a rookie playing center.
Yes.
So people didn't take that into account too. And he was pretty consistent and pretty solid considering it was his first time and playing at least in the NFL playing center. So I think people got to also put that into account that the center is kind of like the captain of the O-line in a sense, keeping everybody, you know, pointing out everything, letting everybody know what they got to do. And the importance of a good center like on the O-line is that's also invaluable too. So his improvement will also be crucial as far as the O-line's development goes going forward.
That's right. On the offensive play, the main communicator is the center, the quarterback, and the running back. Because sometimes a running back will see something in the defense and he'll run up and tell the quarterback such and such, and he'll tell them such and such, and they'll switch out an audible and make the necessary adjustment to get the play off. So
I got a question for you guys, and Joe, this might be a question that you want to answer. Do you guys want us to run out of the shotgun more this year, or put a fullback back there for Saquon? Which one do you think is better?
Fullback. I formation football, baby.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to say no halfback, but what I want is Tony split behind the end, behind the defense, behind
So you believe that the read option run plays are going to be better than what the I form.
I want
straight
Galladay,
at you type run play.
I want Galladay on one side. I want Rudolph as the tight end, maybe Ingram. Put Shepard out right, and I want Tony behind Ingram, and I want him behind Rudolph. Because if you got Barkley in the backfield, if he breaks left, Tony to the right, he can hit either Shepard or Tony. But if Galladay can beat his guy or Shepard can beat his guy, he's got 5 options right there.
So you want 4 receivers on the field?
Yes, I want my weapons out there. You know what, David Jones, if he can get
what percentage of the game do you want 4 receivers on the field?
Yeah.
Do what, Lou?
I said, for what percentage of the game do you want 4 receivers on the field?
I'm going to have them out there. You know what? It all depends on how the game's going. What am I looking at? Is the defense able to scheme for what I'm throwing out there? Because if they can scheme for that right there, well, guess what? I'm sure that there's a trick play or two that can be run, or I can go into a different offensive set. So it's going to be game to game, scheme to scheme, and who matches with who. If I'm running something like that and Galladay is consistently burning cornerback 1 or 2, then I'm going to just keep throwing him the ball until that defense makes an adjustment and stops that by double covering or doing whatever. Because you can have Rudolph block, you can have Ingram try to block. You got Tony back there. He could run motion, come between Daniel Jones as like a pitch play, hand it back to Barkley to see what's there, kind of like the RPO. And if
that's basically what it is.
Right. So with that, because while he's looking that way, he's got Shepard, but he's not watching Tony. So are they running a single high safety, a two high safety? Are they running, a nickel package, a dime package? What are the linebackers doing? Are the linebackers biting? If the linebackers are biting down on the play action, I want Tony to zip right out there behind them and do a crossing route, because that middle of that field's going to be wide open. Because now they got to go and double cover. So there's just so many different things you can run off of that one. So I would say 40 to 60% of the game, I'm going to run that offense because I want to see what that defense can do against it. Because all I got to do is, if I want, I can pull Tony out. I can bring in my fullback and give them a different look. But yes, still run the same scheme. Or I could take Shepard out, put Tony out there because I think Tony can beat cornerback number 2. So there's a lot to read off of that. As far as the fullback, if I'm within the 5-yard line, I want Josh to do what he did last year. I want to pound that rock right behind my offensive line, and I want to score a touchdown. Yeah, that affects Daniel Jones' numbers, but I'd rather run the rock in.
Okay. With that, teams that are very good on defense, that would allow them to do what they want to do on defense as far as covering us. If they don't have to worry about the run game, because teams with defensive lines like the Buccaneers, if you're trying to run it out the shotgun a lot, you're not going to get a lot because they have a defensive line that's just vicious. So they can stop the run and rush the passer from a dime if you line up in that 60% of the time. You don't want a defense to have the advantage like that as far as being able to stop, because I don't believe our offensive line, our 5 against somebody like Tampa Bay's 5, can dominate them to where we can run out the shotgun all day. I don't think we can do that. But if we got a tight end and a fullback back there, I believe you can get some running yards on Jason Pierre-Paul over there. He's never been he's been a good run defender, but he's getting a little old in the tooth, and I think we can get something over here with Andrew Thomas on him. and with a fullback going over there. But as far as the team as being a shotgun or I-form type team, I know guys like Miz, he loves the ground and pound game. He remembers the days of even back to what we had Rodney Hampton and Tiki Barber.
I like to
we were I-form team. Brandon Jacobs was perfect for Gilbride's offense. He was perfect. I believe we're going to go back to that style of running, and I believe they have a lot of faith in Saquon Barkley. And they're going to test him to see if he's going to be healthy this year because he has a contract coming up. So I believe they're going to put the offense hands in Saquon Barkley and those feet. And I believe they're going to bring Daniel Jones along throughout the season so that he gets used to throwing to all those weapons. I believe our third down offense is going to be great this year because we have so many options of what we can do. Like that setup that you said, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. I don't see why we can't pick that up because we have so many options we can go to. You cover up all our receivers and you're running man-to-man, guess what? If Daniel Jones has great pocket presence, he can run straight up the middle and get the first down with his feet or get his dump-off game cool. Everybody hated Eli because he dumped the ball off all the time, but if everything's covered up, I'm taking Saquon Barkley on a linebacker or a safety all day, every day. He's not breaking him down one by himself.
Even Tudo got in on this shit.
Right. Where's Eric Flowers today?
I was just about to say though, I'm a hop off, guys. Thank you so much for having me on, Pat. Thank you for having me on, G Nation.
Ash didn't call in.
Thank you. Everybody can call in. You can get other people
I said
on here.
Ash didn't
Please
call
in. Please
you don't
sub.
gotta get off.
Please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button on the stream. It's up to everybody here. They're all amazing people. You guys have a good night. Giants for life. Let's get it.
Well, you know, Pat, you said we can't do that against a team like Tampa Bay, but if we had Barkley last year in that Tampa Bay game, you think we win it?
Yeah, we do.
Then why can't we do that? I'm
saying we can't. You're missing my point. Saquon Barkley makes us a whole lot better against anything.
It's a different team.
If we got a Saquon Barkley healthy, I believe we could beat any team on our schedule.
Right, especially the play actions too.
Yeah, but as far as like running a shotgun, you got to think Tampa Bay's defensive line, that's their strength. They got rookies that can actually be starters on other people's teams. That's their strength, their defensive line. And if you line up in a shotgun all game against them, I believe their front defensive line is stronger than our offensive line right now.
No, come on, Pat.
Yes, it is.
I agree with Lou.
Yeah, of course it is.
That's what
it's not even close.
But I'm not.
So you guys believe our offensive line is stronger than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive line?
I think they can be.
I don't think they is though. I don't know.
Huh?
I think they can be.
We
Come
handled
on,
the
man.
number 1 ranked defense this year. Last year, 2 times. Washington, we smoked them.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm a Giants fan too, but I'm gonna be real. That's like saying that if you leave Nick Gates with no help against Aaron Donald's not gonna get anywhere near Daniel Jones. That's just not gonna happen. Aaron Donald's gonna get back there.
And we stopped
Nobody stopped
Aaron
him
Donald
one-on-one.
We stopped Aaron Donald good this year.
Not every play.
Listen,
Nick's
sometimes
gonna
you
win some
throw
of those.
guys in the fire and they surprise the hell out of you. And if you got a group of guys who are willing to fight for each other in the trenches, sometimes you find a group of people who look at each other and be like, you know what? I'm not having this shit today. And the guy next to him says, you know what? I ain't neither. And it doesn't matter who's on the other side of that line. He gonna get pancaked because we ain't having that shit today. And sometimes it just bees like that, regardless of whose jersey is on the other side and what helmet they wearing and who their coach is. And I believe this is going to be the year where we just pancake a whole lot of people that everybody thought we couldn't pancake.
So
and there's going to be a whole lot of breakfast served this season. That's all I'm saying.
Lou and Joe, so y'all legitimately telling me that you have absolute
I think we can beat
confidence. No, I'm not saying that we can't
we-
beat Tampa Bay. I'm saying in that scenario that what Lou said, staying in the shotgun the whole game.
I ain't say stay in the shotgun the
I
whole
didn't
game.
either. I said
60% of the time, that's most of the game.
I didn't say none of that. Joe said something about shotgun. I asked him what percentage in the game. I never said
40
I would want to run out of shotgun.
So you're saying you want to be in the shotgun 60% of the game. I said if you do that against somebody like Tampa, you do that against somebody like Tampa Bay, you're gonna have a problem. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be in the
shotgun. Hell no.
I don't want to be in shotgun 5% of the game.
I want to be in an I formation.
If it doesn't work, I'm going to run it 40% of the time. I got to give them that look. I got to get different looks. You can't run the same thing over and over. If that gets vanilla, we saw what happened last year. So 40% of the time, I'm going to try that because I'm going to see what my guys can do. If they can't do it against a good team, I'm going to figure out what I have to do to where it will work against a good team. That's teaching. That's the coaching, right? You want to get your guys better than the other guys. So you have to run that against a good team to see what you have and to get the guys motivated and up to par on the protection, the scheme, the fit, right? Isn't that what Judge is saying? Is we got to teach these guys, and OTAs is going to tell me whether or not I think this offensive line, because I want to see what they're going to talk about with Sale, getting a hold of these 9 guys and what they're doing while the media's there watching everything. That's what I'm focused on right now in OTAs, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is that old line.
I mean,
Go ahead,
everything's going to be matchup based regard. That's why I love this coaching staff because it's not. We don't have like some old stubborn coaches that no matter what they're just going to do what they want to, the same thing that they want to do because they're just confident that just only one way it works. We got a coaching staff that will mix it up. You know what I mean? So everything is going to be matchup based, game to game. Yeah, depending on who we're playing against. If shotgun's more the way to go, depending on who we playing against, we will go. We'll lean that way. If it's better to be up under the center a little bit more, it'll all be matchup based. And I'm confident in our coaching staff that they'll have everything situated game day. Go out there with a solid game plan. We'll get a good effort from this team each and every Sunday.
I think when we play Tampa Bay, to be honest with you, I think you go straight at Tampa Bay. I don't think you play any games with them. I don't think you try to be any fly and flashy. I'm going I form, 3 receiver set. I got Tony in the slot, Galladay and Slayton on the outside, and I'm leaving that option of us running it straight down their throats every single play. Make their defensive line think, because if you let that defensive line get used to your calls and they just pin their ears back and go straight forward, you're gonna have a serious problem with that defense. But if you spread them out, I don't believe their corners are very strong. But if you allow them to have 6 to 7 DBs on the field, that masks that a little bit. But mano y mano, I believe our receivers beat their DBs, and I believe those fast linebackers, I believe we have hogs to where they don't want to come in there and just try to scoot through there and hit holes against us. Devin White and what's the other guy's name? I always forget his name, but he's very good too. David, I think it's Levante David. Yeah. I believe if we stay in that 3 receiver set, I form, and keep giving that option of handing the ball off to Saquon, we make those fast linebackers start coming up. That means Galladay has the way he gets that deep dig route against that weak corner where he can beat him one-on-one. And if you double team both sides, somebody's going to get deep in the seam. And we can always switch it up to 4 receiver set here and there and do an RPO here and there. But I believe you go to a strong set against teams like the Buccaneers.
I actually see that because let's say that they double team Kenny Galladay, right? I think that Kadarius Toney will be open more too.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney. If they got to line up in a nickel, that means somebody. That means Kadarius Toney is being covered by their weak nickel cornerback, or he's being covered by one of those linebackers, and he beats both. I'm sorry, he beats both of them.
Hey, Ash, just to answer your question, you know what? Nick Gates is the only lineman I saw even get in Aaron Darnold's face. This year, I think Nick Gates pancakes Aaron Darnold.
That's a very bold statement.
Dude, I'm not being mean. Aaron Donald is the best defensive player.
You know what? You know what? Hike up your
Hey,
skirt
Joe.
because this
Joe.
man has been working out. He's put on a lot of muscle. Bert's
Joe.
been working out.
It's
I'm not saying
Aaron
Andrew Barr.
Donald.
You know what?
Hold on.
Lord.
Hold on. Joe,
Yo,
you know you my boy.
yeah.
I need you to mail me whatever the hell you just hit.
It's Aaron Donald.
Do that.
I mean,
It's Aaron Donald.
Listen, nobody
Look.
else got in Aaron Darnold's face last year except Nick Gates. And Nick Gates held his ground and shoved his ass back where he belonged. You know, it's like, you know what? This is my team. This is my quarterback. I'm standing up for him. Nobody else would do that.
look, I love
It's
Nick
going
Gates.
to take
I
a
love him.
team effort.
But-
It's not
but
going to be
Aaron
Nick Gates
Aaron
by
Donald-
himself.
Gotta
Aaron
have a
Donald
leader.
is one of those players we call special. He's
Aaron
special,
Donald
bro.
is
He's like
a Hall of Famer.
he's on a different level. They're already making his bus for Canton already. Like he's there. Like they're he's special. I can't. I'm not expecting a
NFL sack
pancake.
record? Who owns the NFL sack record? Aaron Darnold? I don't think so.
No.
How many sacks he have last year?
13.
If he's such a spectacular player, why doesn't he have the sack record already? It's only 22. Really?
So Aaron
He's a
Donald.
defensive tackle, man. He's a
There's
defensive
only
tackle.
one
He's a
defensive.
defensive tackle.
There's only one defensive
Oh,
tackle that I
straight
say that is better than Aaron Donald in history right now, and that's Warren Sapp. He hasn't passed Warren Sapp for me yet, but that guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer if he retired today.
I'm not going to stop. No,
He absolutely is.
People,
Like,
Aaron
I mean,
Donald had 20 and a half sacks 2 years ago.
That was
At
2 years
defensive
ago.
tackle.
At defensive tackle, 20 and a half sacks. Joel, I'm not being mean. I love your opinions, man. I agree with you a bunch of the
Really?
time, but it's Aaron Donald. He had 20 and a half sacks 2 years ago.
Aaron Donald is no, not he's not. He's
I'ma
been
do
a
this
stud his whole
for you,
career,
bro.
man.
It's Aaron Donald.
No.
Yeah,
Let me
he's
do
been
this for you.
He's been a stud his whole
I'm not
career.
saying he's bad. He is. He's a good to great
He's-
player. I'm not denying that.
He's definitely great.
He's a special player. Is what he is.
Hold
I
on,
love
Logan.
you, though, Joe.
I can't. I'm telling you what I see. Hi, buddy. Yo, I'm telling you what I see.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it, Joel.
Hey,
That's bad karma.
you know what?
He's
He's
gonna
not
come
a
to the
New York
vengeance. He's gonna
Giant.
see you.
He's
Joe.
not a giant. I don't care.
Hey, hold on, Reed. Joe, let me tell you this. Let me read this off to you. Hold on.
Goodness
I
gracious.
just had it up. Hold on.
Hold
Aaron
on,
Donald
Mac.
came in the league at
I'm gonna let Ash in for a second,
2014.
Mac.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna swap you out for a second. I'm gonna bring you right back, though.
Aaron Donald has been in the league since 2014.
Okay.
He has rookie year 9 sacks. Next year 11
Okay.
sacks. Next year 8 sacks. Next year 11 sacks. Next year
Okay.
20 and a half sacks. The next
Okay.
year 12 and a half. Last
Okay.
year 13 and a half.
Okay.
You know this man at defensive tackle, the lowest sacks he's ever had is at 8.
He's a double-digit sack guy, but he's not upper echelon tier. I mean, he's not Mark
This-
Gastineau. He's not Lawrence Taylor. I could
Joe, I got
anybody
a
else
question.
like him.
Joel, I got a
He's
question.
not.
He's a
Joel, I
crap.
He's
got a
not
question.
Michael Strahan.
Joel, I got a question.
He-
I got a question for you, real
Michael
quick.
Strahan is a defensive end, man. This guy's not a
What?
defensive end.
Joel, I got a question. Would you feel differently if he was a Giant?
Maybe.
Oh, my goodness. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Oh, he's not
Shout
a
out to
giant.
Ash. Thanks for joining
So
the stream, bro.
What's up, man?
what do you consider Aaron Donald to be? Do you consider him to be a superstar? Do you consider him to be a Hall of Fame caliber?
Well,
Do
he's
you
definitely a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's god awful. I'm not saying he's average. He's definitely above average. He's a good player.
He's more than above average.
No, he's not a good player, man. That's disrespectful to him. You're crazy.
You know that
Yeah, he's great, Joel.
This guy's
Every
gonna go
year.
down as the greatest defensive tackle ever,
Every-
unless you want to put Sapp up there, Pat. So right
really?
there, 1 and 2.
Wait a minute. You ever hear of this guy called Bruce Smith?
Bruce
We're
Smith
talking
was a
defensive
defensive
tackle.
end. Joe, Bruce Smith was a defensive end. There's a difference.
He still played inside, just like Aaron Darnold plays outside.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
What
come
the-
on.
Bruce
see
Smith
that?
played outside, bro.
What?
Come
Bruce
on,
Smith
man.
He
played
doesn't rush off the
outside.
outside?
Yeah, Bruce Smith played strictly outside. Even when he played with the Washington Redskins back in the
Yes.
day, he was an outside left
Beast.
defensive end.
Yes.
Do you know how many
Him,
times I watched him
Strahan.
come on an inside slant?
You
or
can't
He might have
compare,
did an
you
inside
can't
stunt,
compare
but he
him,
started.
Strahan, him,
Look,
Reggie White. You can't compare them to the guy in the middle, man. It's totally unfair. You can't do that.
Defensive
three
tackles shouldn't have the sack numbers that Aaron Donald have. Like, just they
Name
shouldn't.
3 defensive tackles that are better than Aaron Donald now.
That's impossible.
In
You can't-
history. I can only think of 2. Warren Sapp. And if you are real old school, you might say my man Mean Joe Green, maybe. Lily from the Cowboys back in the day, maybe.
Some people might got John Randall up there, but
Yeah, John Randall, maybe.
4
But
out of 5 times, Nick Gates is getting destroyed by Aaron Donald. That's
if it goes 1-on-1, it's 5 out of 5 times.
pretty
If it's
much
one-on-one.
every time.
I'm talking about like in a game. 4 out of 5 times, Aaron Donald is getting back there. I'm sorry, we blow this up. I know because we see it on the media, and we see, we praise Nick Gates because when people say he was the only player, that's a lie. He wasn't the only player to get in Aaron Donald's face this season. There was a lot of people. It's just it got a lot of attention because
we played the Rams last year, right?
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me ask you something.
How
Who's
many
Nick
sacks-
Gates? Nick Gates is nobody. Just because you're Giant fans, you're talking about Nick Gates. The rest of the country would laugh at us right now if we were having this conversation. Are you serious? Nick the Clown Gates?
I have to agree.
Hold on.
Wrong with
Aaron
you,
Donald
right?
didn't even recognize that he was playing that game. Do you realize
You know
that?
I never
Come on
said
now.
I never said I
Come
was
on,
right
bro.
all the time.
I'm not going.
Sometimes I'm gonna take a flyer on somebody. And
I like
mean,
that. I like that he stepped up and he was feisty with him and he fought for his team. But Donald was looking at this guy like, "Yo, who are you? Who put you on the field?" Even? Come on now.
What?
and he looks at a lot of guys like that.
How many sacks?
Almost
How many
everybody.
times did he sack Daniel Jones last year in the game? How many times did he sack Daniel Jones?
Nothing. No, he didn't get one.
I'm
There
not
you
saying
go.
He probably focused on
There
that. He
you
focused
go.
on that.
Right.
But how
He was
You
how
do
did
know
we-
we had him double
but how did
team.
we
We had
run
him double
against
team.
them? But
Well,
how did
he
we
was
run against them?
great.
Go look at the real stat. How did we run against him? Because that's his first job.
I think we did pretty well.
We were in the game.
I think we did
Listen.
pretty well last
We were
year
in
as
the
far as
game.
running the ball.
He
I
didn't
got
sack our
you, man.
quarterback.
I got news for you. The Rams
we
were the best
sucked.
defense in football last year. The Rams were the
Yes,
best
they
defense
were.
in football last year for a reason.
Absolutely. They have a phenomenal defense.
It was 3 names: Aaron,
But
1, Donald, 2, and Ramsey, 3.
Yep.
Those are the 3 names. Those were the 3 reasons.
Lou, you can pop me back out. I want to get to. I guess I'll come back in when y'all get to the offense.
Oh, damn.
You know what? I know you guys are like upset at me right now.
No, nobody's
But
upset at
I'm
you.
like-
I'm not upset with you, Lou, bro.
I'm just saying,
I mean-
Lou, 'cause I know he's a
I mean,
co-host.
Joe.
I don't want to,
I'm looking at what I saw last year. Okay, he didn't sack us. We were a bad team, a bad offense, a bad O-line. But yeah, one guy did stand up for his team, and he didn't get a sack on us. I'm sorry, but if he's
Joe.
how is that possible?
I mean,
Joe.
I love the enthusiasm, though,
He's a
Joe.
human being.
Tudo says
I get it.
Giants last year, rookie and inexperienced O-line was past in history. This year, they are all gladiators, pancake specialists, served hard with a punch on the mouth for dessert.
You know what?
There you go.
I understand there. I know the difference between a defensive tackle and a defensive end. I played both positions. But if you're on that defensive
Joe.
line, you're part of the beat. And it doesn't matter if you're stunning inside, outside, or switching positions. There's not much difference between a defensive tackle and a defensive end outside of assignment. I know I saw Aaron Darnold come off the edge a couple of times. I'm
Yeah,
not
he,
sa-
he did it his
but-
rookie year.
Here's the thing. Okay, it's just like what's his name with the Saints who fought for wide receiver money and got tight end money. All
Jimmy
right,
Graham?
he's- yeah. Who?
I think it was Jimmy Graham that did that.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham. Okay, look, Darnold plays different positions. He plays the 1, the 3, the 5, and outside. He knows those techniques. He's good. I'm in no way, shape, or form saying that he's god awful or average. He's definitely above average. double-digit sacks each year is damn good in the NFL.
I'm gonna swap you out with Zeke for a minute.
But we all say game changer. When I think of game changer, I'm thinking of somebody that plays defense that takes over the game. Is he really? No.
That's what he does.
We need a segue from this topic. We need a segue.
I got to show you some Aaron Donald footage, Joe, because that dude is an absolute monster. Absolute monster.
Even though he
taking over games.
Even though he didn't beat Mark's record, but he's still good.
Did you see him? That Chiefs game, did you, man? It's a lot of games that I could go to where Aaron Donald was the main reason why they won. This dude's getting past double teams with ease, sacking that 20.5 sack year. He should have been the MVP of the league that year. That dude's that good, man. It's something special about that guy, man.
It's unbelievable. 20.5 sacks.
He's the best defensive player in the league right now, bro.
Is he
20.5 sacks at defensive tackle?
No.
That's crazy.
For real.
What'd you say?
Is he Lawrence Taylor special? No, there's different levels of special.
No, yeah,
like Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders. That's a special right there.
Well, listen, he might revolutionize the defensive tackle position because that's what what Lawrence Taylor did to the linebacker position.
I don't think he's doing anything that Warren Sapp didn't do. People forget about Warren Sapp, man. That dude was amazing. Warren Sapp was absolutely amazing.
2 9s on me like Warren Sapp from the Bucks.
Yeah, and he was doing what Aaron Donald was doing. Not 20.5 sacks, but that dude never had a season under 10 sacks at defensive tackle back in the day, and he was heavier. But I believe he was just as quick and just as fast as Aaron Donald. I believe Aaron Donald surpassed Warren Sapp after his career is done. Yeah, but I can't say he revolutionized the position because we've already seen it.
Hey Joe, is Deshaun Watson top 5?
Deshaun Watson.
Is he a top 5 quarterback in the league?
Is he a top 5 quarterback?
No, he's not. He's not even in the league. I got news for you. He's not in the league.
Deshaun Watson was playing. He was not a top 5 quarterback. Name 5 quarterbacks better.
I was reading this right here.
Name 5 quarterbacks better than Deshaun Watson right now.
Maybe Patrick Mahomes.
Colin Kaepernick. No, let me stop.
Still Brady.
I give you Mahomes. I give you Brady. Go ahead.
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Give you Rodgers.
Yeah, that's 3.
Kaepernick, you gotta put Kaepernick in though. I don't know.
It's close. Watson, I don't know. Josh Allen got to do it again, I guess.
I mean, you don't want to consider Lamar.
I was just going to bring him
Lamar
up.
He's
Jackson's
not a better quarterback. He's more entertaining. But he's not a better quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
I put Russell Wilson above him.
I'll give you Russell. That's 4.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Wait a minute. He said Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson.
You got to do it more than one season.
No. Wait. You said Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady. Who was the other one? Patrick Mahomes. That's 4. And you said name 5?
They've named Brady, Rodgers, Wilson, Mahomes.
Sam Darnold.
And Aaron Rodgers.
No, I said Rodgers, Brady, Wilson, Mahomes.
Daniel Jones.
And Joe Montana's better than him. I don't know.
Ooh, my hero.
We're talking about active today, Z.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
So that's
you know what you have to wait. You have to wait to see this coming year because it'll be a telling year for Wentz. You know what I mean?
Oh man, what the? Yo, I'm about to pop you out for Logan.
So that y'all gone this far. You've only come up with 4 quarterbacks better than Deshaun.
I'm trying to go through.
That tells you how sad the league is, quarterback wise.
Y'all gotta recognize that when this dude was on the field, man, that dude is special, man. That dude is absolutely special. Don't let what I guess he did with those masseuses or whatever that is. Don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you, man. That dude's a top quarterback in this league.
My argument last week with Adam wasn't if Watson is a real good quarterback on the field and does all the right things and the numbers. The argument was this: the Giants will never bring him here. That was my argument, and that's a fact.
Oh, that's cool. No. I'm not going to downplay him because I don't want my Giants to get him though. That dude's a top 3 quarterback in this league.
No, Miss, I gotta turn on my camera for you. I gotta turn on my camera for you because
if you put Deshaun Watson with the Chiefs, the Packers, the Buccaneers, any one of those teams that make it to the Super Bowl, they'll make it again with Deshaun Watson, hands down, easily. If you put Deshaun Watson with this Giants team right now, and we didn't have to give anything up for him, I'd get rid of Daniel Jones in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. That dude with this team right now, him, Saquon Barkley, Galladay, Slayton, Tony, Shepard. Ooh, are you crazy?
Package Daniel Jones and Eli Penny. I'll have Deshaun Watson.
Any Giants fan would tell you that they will want Deshaun Watson.
Everybody's Deshaun is top 3.
Hands down.
He's the 3rd best quarterback in the league.
I think he's ridiculous.
Top 5. I know. He messed with the massage parlors. I know, but we gotta stop this. We gotta stop.
Nobody cares about massage parlors.
But that's all you
cares about that.
But that's
I don't care about no massage parlors.
He is top 3.
Well, that the problem is.
First of all, I don't even think half these cases are real. He's being extorted by these women. We know that.
That's all I needed to hear.
But the thing is, you gotta show me that you could win the Super Bowl and do it before I could believe it. He hasn't taken them there.
So are you gonna say the same thing?
Go ahead, Joe.
We're going on the same thing on Daniel Jones. Show me something.
I don't care. I'm not bringing up Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not as good as him right now. So
you're saying Deshaun Watson hasn't shown you anything in the league so far? That's what you're telling me?
Show me fantasy stats like a lot of quarterbacks that come through and do it and then disappear. But, having big stats in a fantasy and taking a team to win a Lombardi are 2 totally different things.
So if Daniel Jones doesn't win a Lombardi at the end of his 4th year, are you going to say the same thing?
Well, I don't know if he's going to be here at the end of his 4th year, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm just asking. Like, if he's here at the end of his 4th year and he doesn't win a Lombardi,
what about Eli? He didn't put up good stats in the regular season. People could argue that he's an average regular season quarterback, but look what he did in those 2 runs. So those 2 runs put Eli in the Hall of Fame. You see the difference?
But he would never be considered. He was never considered one of the top quarterbacks in the league throughout his whole career. He was never considered one of that.
He was an average regular season quarterback.
But when it came to clutchness, yes, I believe he was the top ever.
Yeah.
When it came to clutch.
His only good regular season, his real good regular season was 2011. Right? That's it. Only that year.
So you know what I mean? We're talking about considered a top tier quarterback in this league. You took about 15 minutes, well, not 15 minutes, about 5 minutes. You can only think of 4, and you say he wasn't a top 5 quarterback in this league. That means even those 4 that you named, that means Deshaun Watson slides in right at number 5 because you can't think of another quarterback.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't think of it. I'm trying to be fair, so.
You want to be fair? Well,
I don't stick to my topic. I'll stick to what I said last week. The Giants organization would never trade for this guy. End of story, man.
Well,
okay, let me ask this question here.
Whether he did what he did or not,
I'm not asking that. I know you don't care about that. I'm saying
but there are certain organizations that's attached to him now, and they don't want that. You know what I mean?
I don't think
if you had your choice of the quarterback between Daniel Jones and Deshaun Watson right now, we don't have to trade anything to get Deshaun Watson. This is hypothetical. We got the choice between Deshaun Watson and Daniel Jones. Who would you choose?
It's probably not the answer you want to hear, but I'm gonna want to see what Jones does this year.
Oh
Yep.
my
see what-
goodness. This is ridiculous. This is honestly
Oh, why is that
ridiculous.
ridiculous? I want to
This
see
is
what Jones is going to
ridiculous.
do this year.
This dude has led the league in passing yards with a corpse at receiver. Corpse at all three levels. No
Why?
offense.
He had Hopkins,
This is
man.
Daniel Jones
Last year.
They took Hopkins away from him last year.
All right.
Because of Pat Shermer. Let's call it what it is.
Look what Ash just said.
No,
Look
we
what
don't
he
know
said.
that. Let's wait. That's what I'm saying. Let's see this year. It's not fair. You're not being
But wait.
fair to the guy, man.
Ash just hit it on the head. They traded the DeAndre Hopkins, and look what he did. He led the league in yards. You know how many quarterbacks would sink like this if they lost not only a number one target, but DeAndre Hopkins?
That's a very strong point.
You know you wouldn't.
Thank you, man.
Find somebody like Deshaun Watson in the next 4 drafts.
Do you know what Deshaun Watson would do with this roster?
Keep this roster.
No, I agree with you. I do.
Listen,
I guess I would, man. I didn't say. I didn't say no. I don't want Watson. I didn't say no. I don't want Watson. But I do kind of want to see that we built this team for Jones this year. I want to see what he does. Don't you?
Yeah, because you know we're not going to trade him.
Everybody wants to see what he does, but hypothetical, if you had the choice and they say, here's Deshaun Watson, just give us Daniel Jones, you wouldn't take that trade?
I mean, hypothetically,
obviously, would break his neck going down them stairs for that trade, right?
And the thing about the Giants, I just want to say the thing about the Giants wanting to get him is like, I don't think we know. Like, yeah, we don't revolve around those type of players in the past, but if it turns out to be false, John Mayer has said time and time again, he's desperate. Like, he's desperate to win. So I don't think John Mayer is going to want to take or draft another developmental quarterback or take another dude that you have to train and all that. I think he's going to take Watson. If Daniel Jones shows that he's not the dude, I'm trading.
No, we're not.
He's going to pay for
Well,
Watson.
if Jones don't work out this year, we're not drafting the quarterback. I'm telling you, the Giants are going to trade those picks. They're going to get one of these guys, and one of the guys at the top of the list, his name is Russell Wilson. That's the guy at the Giants. Yep.
Russell Wilson might have a good year and be happy though. So
Russell Wilson's dying to get out of there, man. Dying to get out of there.
I think Sierra wants to be in New York. That's why
New York City wants to go to
destination.
So
whatever career
Russell
she has
Wilson
left.
right now. You wouldn't take Russell Wilson with this team, with this talent that we have?
I would. Russell Wilson. You crazy?
So who's is Deshaun Watson like Randall Cunningham?
No.
Yes.
I don't.
Not as far as running, but he's a way better passer.
I think he's better than Randall. I mean, Randall.
He's better than Randall Cunningham right now.
Who?
Deshaun Watson. Randall
I'll
Cunningham.
take Drew Brees right now.
Randall Cunningham was nasty, man.
Randall Cunningham didn't have any rings.
Randall Cunningham introduced
Dan
that
Marino
running
did not have
quarterback.
no rings.
There you go. There's another good example. Dan Marino.
One of the best quarterbacks ever.
You guys, he can put up all the Dak Prescott numbers in the world that you want. The only thing I want is a ring.
I mean, he got
there. I
there.
have to sit here and watch Daniel Jones grow for another 2 years to get one. I'll take it.
We don't know that.
Deshaun Watson coming to New York is going to get me a ring? No, because there's no way in hell we can clear the cap and give up as much as Houston wants for him. That's the bottom line to me.
We can.
We cannot take on a $40 million contract right now. There is no friggin' way. I want to give up Saquon. I want to give up Galladay. You bet your bottom dollar they want Tony too. They're going to want some defensive studs. There goes Peppers.
Give away Bradbury.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't keeping the same team to get that kind of talent here. And
I give up a Bradbury. I give up a Bradbury if we need a quarterback.
Bradbury's going to be gone. Bradbury's going to be gone.
Everybody.
No, we have young corners, man. You're not going to keep Bradbury forever.
Defenses in the league have 2 to 3 year. Good defenses in the league have 2 to 3 year intervals. You know what's going to happen? Bradbury's going to if he has another good year, he's going to demand a lot of money. We're not going to want to pay him that because we can't. Aaron Robinson is going to switch to that outside if he shows promise, and we're going to get a pop, and we're probably going to draft another corner.
If
Bradbury's gone.
If. Remember that word. If. That's the problem.
Yeah, this is not going to stay forever. Somebody's going to want him. Don't be surprised if we lose Peppers. Peppers is going to want his money after this year.
We have no money. Hernandez is going to want.
Look, one thing I learned about
money. We have no money.
One thing I learned about this.
Ingram's gone.
I'll tell you this right now. Oh, go ahead, Mac. I'm sorry.
I'll say one thing I learned about all this, man. The money thing. I'm tired about hearing about money. These GMs in the NFL, when they need to free up money and know how to make it, they know how to make it happen, and they make it happen. And all the time.
They got money, bro. They got money next year, too. They got
we wasn't going to be able to do this. We wasn't going to be able to pay Leo and get the top wide receiver. We paid Leo. We got Galladay. Like,
we got tax. We got everybody.
That's
what they do.
Right. And they got money put away for Barkley. And they got money put away for Jones if he has a big year. Don't worry. They got the money's there. And the cap is going up. The cap is going up. There's going to be more money. So
I'll tell you this.
Hope you're
out
right.
of the people that we have, I think we re-signed Jabril. We keep Blake. I think Blake he loves Patrick Graham so much that he'll probably even take a pay cut. I think Bradbury goes. Will Hernandez is leaving. I think Evan Ingram's leaving too.
Yeah.
Darius Slayton is not coming back. I know next year is not his due year, but Darius Slayton's not coming back either. You know, there's players that we're let go and they're easily going to be replaced. I'm sorry. I know, we build like connections with these players, but it's the NFL.
I still think Ingram's going to have a big year. So
yeah, I think that Evan Ingram could have a good year, but if he catch the ball, that's the only thing you got to do. Catch the ball.
I
mean, he looks good right now.
Yeah,
he's incredible shape. Incredible.
Yeah, he's actually catching the ball with his hands on cap.
He's working hard. His body's in the best shape it's ever been. So I think he's going to be a big year. And if he becomes a forgotten about guy over the middle, he's going to make a lot of catches.
I mean,
he's going to make a team. He's going to make a team very happy next year.
Yeah, Joe Judge believes in him, so we'll see what happens.
But most of this, we all have respect for each other. Sometimes we push each other's buttons a little bit, just to fire people up. I'm guilty of it. I just did it. We had to get something going because this dream was dead. All right. But that's what losing does. And we've lost for the last 10 years. It's learning how to be a real Giants fan again right now. So that's why we're doing the what if it could happen. Well, what? Yada, yada. Let's bring in this guy. Or, well, what if this guy came in? We do talk about the guys that are on our team a lot. But like I said, that losing for 10 years has just beaten us down so much. I mean, you can say 2016 was a winning season, but was it really? I mean, all anybody ever talks about from that year is the friggin' boat trip. And then we got to hear about that from the reporters. And that's absolute nonsense.
I will say this. I don't fear any team in this league. We have a bunch of young players. We have a bunch of young, hungry players. We have a bunch of teachers at the coaching positions, and these teachers are leaders. Patrick Graham and Joe Judge are full-fledged leaders, and the team has bought into their system. When you buy into a system like that, these young guys, they will run into a brick wall for you. And if you tell them, I don't care who's on the other side of that field, I need you to go over there and put that man on his back and get us the ball. Right. They're going to go out there and try their hardest to put that man on his back and get the ball. And when you have a young, hungry team like that believes in their leader like that, they will surprise you. And all I'm saying is we're going to punch a lot of people in the mouth this year and surprise a lot of teams. And we're gonna lose like 2 games that we should win, that everybody thinks is a no-brainer.
Yes.
And we're going to win a bunch of games that everybody thought we should have lost. That's all I'm saying. We might lose 1 or 2 that everybody thought should have been a no-brainer win. But we're going to win a whole bunch of games that they thought we should have lost. We're going to make a big run this year, yo.
All right. With that being said, I got a question for the panel then. What game on the schedule do you see being one of those games where you think on paper we should win, but we'll find a way to screw it up and lose?
Your Chargers.
I got one of those.
The Chargers.
Chargers. I
It's
think
right
the Raiders.
it's right in that part. The Raiders? Hell no.
The Raiders. And I'm going to tell you why the Raiders. Because we play them right after we play Kansas City. It's going to be an emotional. That's coming off a big emotional game, one way or another. Will we win or lose? And that Raiders game follows that right up, and it'll be home in the MetLife. But I still think that could be one of those kind of just weird little games where we find a way to just screw it up. You know what I mean? I just got this weird gut feeling about that.
Well, that's Giants fandom. What you just described right there. That's what we've lived with for the last 30 years. We've always had that high. It's like we were, oh my God, 11-1, and we went to Seattle and lost to a team we never should have lost to. There's so many of those games, and I hate to be Debbie Downer, but Week 18 could be that game against the Washington Redskins at home for the division. That's the one. I might even be going to that freaking game. You know,
Peace out, Zion.
I hope that doesn't come true. Believe me.
This is why we all so passionate right here.
Yes.
That's why.
I just don't see us losing to the Raiders, man. I think John Gruden causes the Raiders to lose a lot.
He causes everybody to lose. The guy picked Alex Leatherwood. God almighty. I just can't believe it.
He's not the same coach he once was. I don't know.
I can see what you're saying. I just don't think that just because Joe Judge is about every week who we play that week. We're 0-0 every week. But if we do want to go off of that, I reverse it. I'd say the Panthers, because let's just say we play the Panthers right before we go to Kansas City. Let's just say, we're trying to prepare for Kansas City and we have that game circle and we get ahead of ourselves and we just get, we'll say Sam Darnold's red hot and we don't realize it. That could be a game we lose. I'd say either I'll just say the Bears game as well. That might be a game where we're probably on a win streak because we face, after we play the Chargers, we face Dallas, the Eagles at home. We have to say we go 2-0 right there. And let's just say, we're high on the world and the Bears, Justin Fields is high and come in and surprise us,
Somebody wants to respond to what you just said, Ash. I think I'm going to let him respond. I'm going to swap y'all with him for a second.
I was saying earlier in the chat, though, like on a more serious note, I just feel like this year we're not going to beat ourselves because every single person on this panel, we always say like, we should have won this game. We should have won this game. And that's because we beat ourselves. I feel like we can be beat because anyone can win on any given day, but the team will have to earn it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be like stupid drops late in games. So, but honestly, I don't see the Panthers beating us.
No,
not at all. I don't see the Raiders or the Panthers.
That's right, Pat.
That's what I'm saying. That was the point of the question. On paper, we don't see that happening, but I'm just
if we lose to one of them, we're probably not having a good season. I'm telling you that now. If we lose to the Bears,
one game,
it's gonna be like two games that we should have won. It's gonna be like 2 games that we should have won that we're gonna end up losing, and then there's gonna be a bunch of games that everybody thought we were gonna lose and we're gonna win.
No, I'm gonna tell you the game
based on that concept. What are the games that we look as easy that could end up fitting in that category.
This is gonna
That
say
was
the
his
Raiders.
question.
I'm gonna tell you the game we're gonna lose, and it's the one you're gonna hate the most, and it's every goddamn year. Philadelphia's gonna come in here and they're gonna knock us off like they always do. Even when we was a Super Bowl team, they still come here and beat us. Okay, and
I feel your
then
misery, though.
I agree.
I know what you're talking
that's
about.
the
but
game
know
that I
what
would
you're
be
talking
worried about. It's Philadelphia.
I agree. I
And,
agree.
and then on the other hand, I said this when I did the schedule a month or 2 months ago. I
We
feel
just lost 8
that we're
viewers when you said
we're
that.
gonna
No, I'm
upset
just
Tampa
messing
Bay on that game. I feel like we could go to Tampa and upset them. I really do because
Lou, go
we
ahead
should have
and
beat them
sub me out
last
for
year.
Ash.
We always play them good. Jones beat them his rookie year, so I know it's a different Tampa team, that Brady and all, but we've always played great in that stadium down there. We've even won a Super Bowl. We have a history there. But and it's just something about Brady. The Giants get up for him. They just do. They just do.
Hey, Lou, sub me out for Ash. I want to hear what he has to say.
Okay. What's up, Ash? You back in the stream?
Listen,
Hey.
Kadarius Toney is replacing Darius Slayton on the outside. I'm trying to tell you, he is replaced. Everybody is saying he's going to be our slot receiver. He was replacing. I got too ahead of myself. He was replacing Darius Slayton on the outside. Darius Slayton.
Dan's been waiting to say that for 45 minutes.
What's his role then? If he's replacing him, then what's his role?
What's whose role?
Darius Slayton if he gets
You're
bounced
good,
out
Lou.
like that.
He's not on the starting offense. That's his role. I'm trying to tell you, when your starting quarterback doesn't like the receiver so much that, or doesn't have that connection so much, he stops looking at Darius Slayton's way. I'm telling you, he's not a Joe.
We don't know the dynamics of the offense yet. You know what I mean? I don't know if we could say that. And there's one thing that we don't give Darius Slayton enough credit for. That he's tough as hell. He's tough as hell, and we don't know if Kadarius Toney can be like that yet.
Listen, Joe Judge isn't letting a pick that he didn't have say in start over his own 20th overall.
He's not, but you know he's not like that. The best
you.
man, the man that he thinks will be best, will play. You know that he's like that.
I thought Toney was going to be Shepard's replacement.
If Shepard plays all 16 games, Darius Slayton's getting replaced. How about that? I'll say like that.
Hey,
if Shepard plays all 16 games, Darius Slayton's getting replaced, and he's probably getting booked out of the team in like 2 years or next year.
I
tell you.
That is a hot take.
Tell y'all,
that's a hot take.
Joe Judge is not going to let Darius Slayton start over Kadarius Toney. His guy.
Just because of that, I don't.
His guy.
I mean, he didn't have to start.
Maybe it's different. Maybe it matters what package you're looking at. Different packages will have different receivers. Sure. You know,
that's
look at all these receivers. Look at all these receivers in the past. They said they were slot dudes. Odell Beckham coming into the league.
Slayton ain't going nowhere. Shepard's contract is big. We're in a pinch with the cap. Shepard is going to be the one that probably gets cut, and Slayton will stay. Slayton ain't going nowhere.
Slayton's not coming back. I'm trying after his rookie contract is done, he's gone. I'm trying to tell you, if he has a bad season this year, he's gone. I'm trying to tell you.
That's the thing. I think he'll be.
How can he have a bad season if he's not a good start, man?
I think he'll benefit. He'll benefit with the better by not having the pressure on. It had to be like a top. Like last year, he was pretty much getting number one receiver defense. You know what I mean? He's just not that guy.
But
now he'll be out there, you know, in his proper role as like a number 3 or 4 guy, making plays. You know what I mean? Maybe not all the time, but making plays when he has opportunities to make them. Like he pretty much like his rookie season. Yeah, I mean, he had 8 touchdowns his rookie season.
That's the other thing too, Mac. Like Mac just mentioned, Kadarius Toney doesn't have that experience of being covered like a number 1. You don't think Darius Slayton's going to learn from that and build on that? That's great experience. You can't just ship that away, because I think Darius Slayton's going to use that to his advantage when he's being covered by 2 corners.
If Kadarius Toney is who we say he is, listen, Darius Slayton last year was getting shut down by number 2 corners. I went back and watched the games last year. He was getting shut down by number 2 corners. I know somebody's going to say he was hurt. I get it. But damn. All right. And I just want to say, we say all these things like we think Kadarius Toney he's small, but I think he's listed as 6 foot. He's physical and he's like his shape. He has good structure. So my thing is, I don't think he's going to be in the slot like a lot of people say. Miz, are you sick? I'll get back to you.
Cousins, are you out of your mind?
I wanted to see what he would say.
Odell. They said he was going to be our slot receiver when he came. Justin Jefferson, they said he was going to. He played the slot in college. If you run routes, you could play on the outside. I'm sorry, and he can play on the outside. So like I said, I'll clarify my you could say bold prediction. Shepard said his goal was to play all 17 games. If he does that, we forgot how good Shepard is in the slot. Dude was a monster in the slot.
He's old.
He's not that old.
He's only like
the concussions accelerated his age.
Well,
nah, man, nah. Listen,
well,
if
to go off
my
that,
fault.
Ash, just real quick. No, because I want your take on this, Ash.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are you putting Kadarius Toney in too much of a spotlight, or having maybe a touch too much faith in him? I mean, he was only really good at Florida his last year. The last couple of years, he got injured and he was learning how to be a wide receiver. Last year was his breakout year, and it was only one. Now, hearing from a lot of people, he still needs to work on his route running a little bit, but he definitely has speed and he can definitely catch the ball. But I'm just wondering if even me as a Giant fan, because I believe in the same thing, are we putting too much on his shoulders? And I mean, if he gets an Odell Beckham type play, is he going to turn into that?
To me, I think some of those questions that people raise about his route running, I can see it, but I don't think it's a major concern. I feel like and he used to play quarterback and a little bit of a running back, and
yes,
and what we believed was a deep receiver class. He was arguably the fourth best receiver in the class, and he's raw. That's like his second year playing, yes, or like his second year or third year playing receiver. So if he's like really raw, and I think the coaching staff is going to see some of those deficiencies, and they're going to work with it throughout camp. You know, Jason Garrett, we like to call him, we like to raise questions about his play calling, but he has had some good receivers. He has worked with some good receivers in the past. So, but I don't think we're putting too much pressure. I mean, he was, like I said, that's why I said it was a bold prediction. I guess you could say it's a little too much pressure, but I think throughout the season he will ease in. He will, take that leap as the number 2 receiver on this team, and Darius Slayton will be edged out of the offense throughout the season. So to answer your question, you can say I think for me, yeah, I'm putting a little bit too much pressure on him, but I think it's just about right around that range.
Ash,
because he's raw.
I think you're falling victim to the shiny new car that we got. I think you like that we got a nice little toy, and you want to phase out Darius Slayton, man. I think that's what's going on. Darius Slayton. That was a tough position for him because he's not an alpha like that. But when you have Kenny Galladay, Darius Slayton can run, and if he's healthy, I don't see him getting phased out.
Listen, man.
I mean, he brings his own dynamic to the offense.
No, I'm still here. I'm just listening to what they're saying about Darius Slayton. They keep forgetting that this man was only a 5th-round draft pick.
Yes.
He still got almost 800 yards, even facing number 1 coverage last year. He's our number 2.
And hurt, dinged up.
He is our number 2. You keep him at the outside because he knows what he's doing on the outside. You use Kadarius Toney, like I told you, I'm a Florida Gator fan. You use him as a weapon. You don't give him a position. You use him as a weapon. You don't make him a number 2 receiver and try to force him to be something that he's not. I'm telling you that now. You can force him to be a slot because slot's a lot easier than the outside. But he's a weapon, and he will replace Shepard next year after we release him. It's just the business. They can't afford to keep Shepard next year, so he will be our slot receiver next year,
and he would be used as a weapon. Plain and simple.
Listen, Darius Slayton let us down last year.
How?
No, he was injured.
Let's be real.
Wait a minute. He played injured all year.
Listen, if Darius Slayton would have played like how we expect him to play, like his rookie season, do you think we make the playoffs?
So
Daniel Jones wasn't even target. Daniel Jones wasn't even looking at this man's play.
Ash,
He played injured all year, man.
Ash. So you would rather? Okay. When we drafted Darius Slayton, how long ago? This is his 3rd season, right?
Yeah, he's not going nowhere. He's a kid still.
Now listen.
No, I
this
said after his rookie contract, he's not coming back.
This is his 3rd season, and you ready to get rid of him because you say he let us down last year.
I didn't say I'm
so
ready to get
why
rid of
is
him.
Evan Ingram still here?
I said, hold on. I didn't say I was getting rid of him. I said after his rookie contract, he's not coming back. And I said throughout the year, Kadarius Toney is going to replace him. That's my prediction.
That's
my prediction. I believe Daniel Jones is going to be.
Deal.
I mean,
he's not going to demand a lot of money.
It doesn't matter about that. I don't think, that's just my prediction. I don't think Darius Slayton is coming back after his rookie contract.
What has he done so bad to where you believe that we'll get rid of him? Considering he
let us down last year.
How? He was the only thing we had last year.
Well,
he still got 780 yards with no offense. No other receiver was putting up any stats besides him. So you got to give him a chance at number 2. I believe he's going to thrive with Kenny Galladay being here.
I hope I'm wrong. I just think, and I said he let us down because where was he against Cincinnati? Where was he against Arizona? Where was he against Dallas? Where was he against all these games that we needed to win down the stretch?
Actually, he got one of his touchdowns called back against Dallas. Actually made a one-hand catch on the side.
I'm talking about the second game versus Dallas on the stretch that we needed.
The second game we won. They focused on Darius Slayton that whole game. Why do you think Shepard went off?
He's really not a number 1, man. He's not a number 1.
Yeah,
he's not a number. Y'all didn't answer my question. You bring up Dallas. Where was he versus Cincinnati? Where was he versus Arizona?
He was injured.
Where was he versus Baltimore?
He got injured.
Bro.
I remember what week it was. He hurt his leg. He hurt his ankle on a touchdown pass. I forgot what week it was. Week 4
was in October. It was against Washington.
That was in October.
Right. Yeah, he was never the same all year. Ash, he was never the same all year because he never took time off. He played through it, but he was never the same.
Yo, why Ash sound like someone scorned?
I don't know. You gotta see what he does this year. Now he has a Galladay on the other side. You know?
I'm just saying in those games, you say he's injured, but I've seen him down the field. I've seen him down the field.
He was never really 100%. And when you're not 100% and you can't cut off that leg, it's not the same. So also, you got to consider he's young. He goes deep. You also got to consider this. He's a giant-like receiver. He's very professional, well-spoken. And the Giants like those type of guys. And in a way, he reminds me, his personality, not his game, but in a way, he reminds me of Amani Tuma as a person.
I was just going to say that.
And that's why they're going to keep him here.
Armani Toomer, his first.
But I need Ash to explain to me, what did he see on film that made Slayton so bad that he was a disappointment?
He was getting shut down by number 2 and number 3 corners. He was getting shut down by Drake Kirkpatrick. He barely got covered by Patrick Surtain. I mean, not Patrick Surtain.
He got nobody on the other side, man. He got nobody on the other side playing
when
receiver.
You're getting bracketed, when you're getting
shut down by Drake Kirkpatrick, the number 2 corner on the Cardinals.
Yeah, but come on, Ash. You got nobody on the other side. They lost Barkley, so that takes away the play action. This guy was practically alone, and Ingram's dropping balls everywhere. So
this season he won't see the same kind of coverage that he saw last season. With Kenny Galladay on the other side, they're gonna have to roll coverage that way. Darius Slayton should get a lot more one-on-ones, and you should be able to make more plays.
Prove me wrong.
Tony all over the place.
Please prove me wrong.
Ash. Jose Rosario says, "Ash, you expecting too much from him when that's not him." LOL. He's going to thrive this year with weaker corners on him, which is what Mac just said. He's not going to see the same coverage that he saw last year because he's not going to be thrown
this type of
into the
game-breaking
number one
receiver.
receiver type of player, right?
Thank you, Lou. He's not a game breaker, bro. He's a move the chains, guys. 3rd and 5, he'll catch you a 5.5-yard pass in the slot. That's what he's supposed to be doing.
So I need to ask everybody a question. Would you say Darius Slayton is the 4th best receiver on this team right now?
No.
When everybody healthy, he's the 4th best.
No. He's the
so where
second
would
best
you put him?
receiver.
He's not better than Shepard when healthy.
He is
better
than Shepard. He is, to me, he's better than Shepard. To me, he is. To me, he is. The guy Shepard never plays. He doesn't give you shit of a season. Never gives you nothing, man.
I said when he's healthy.
When he's healthy. This guy's missed 80% of his career. What do you mean when he's healthy? When is he healthy? Tell me. When is this guy Shepard healthy? This guy's gone after this year. Say goodbye to Shepard. That's a fact.
Shepard is the one who's leaving, bro. His contract is too much. He's had way too many concussions, and he's getting older, and we can't afford to pay him with that cap hit. So he's going to be the one that's expendable. And Darius Slayton is still a rookie. We still ain't obligated to pay him much. He was a 5th-round pick, and we can use him until he either fits in and we have to pay him, or until we find his replacement. Because at the end of the day, if it's a business, and you know, people might get personally attached to players, or that's my favorite player, or this, that. But at the end of the day, they're going to rotate whoever they can pay for the cheap is going to produce the most, because it's a business, and that's what they're going to do.
And I believe he brings more to the table.
I see what Ash is trying to get at. So, Ash, I got another question for you. Now, Darius Slayton's first year, he impressed you, yes or no?
He did.
Okay. Who was in the receiving corps with him in his first year?
The same people.
Right. Different coordinator, though, right?
Yeah. That's my...
Thanks for popping in the stream.
Different scheme, but he was never a number 1 receiver at Auburn. He didn't have that many catches at Auburn. Coming out of the draft, he was very prone to dropping the ball. He had a hard time catching it. Of course, Auburn at that time had a really good wide receiving corps.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody and every NFL team went through a hard time last year, and our division showed it because we had 3 brand new head coaches. So Judge really didn't have a lot of film on him. He's not Judge's draft pick, not Judge's guy, but he couldn't thrive in that setting. So we're all expecting Garrett and everybody to come out with a different plays, different settings, different routes this year. And in the hopes that we can improve the offense because we have different playmakers.
Hold on.
So with Garrett running more of a Shermer scheme, with him not being a 1, looking back, do you think he could be a solid number 2 with having somebody like Galladay on the other side taking the beef of the coverage towards him?
Okay, I think you guys are like confused by what I'm saying. What I said coming into and he said, of course, Eric Flowers is going to talk down. And where's your face? But anyway, what I was saying was I never said Darius Slayton was bad. I just said that I feel like Kadarius Toney's going to replace him. That's just my prediction.
Okay.
Now
that was his bold prediction. But okay, hold on. Sorry. Take that as new to the stream. Thank you for popping in. He has a question for the panel. How y'all feel about PFF ranking the Giants O-line 32nd in the league?
I don't acknowledge those guys. I don't even acknowledge them.
Facts.
Well,
their rankings are skewed and flawed, and I think they probably be in on the fix. So
that's like the panel last year said, well, we can't beat the Cowboys and we can't beat the Eagles, so I'm not going to pick the Giants to beat them in any of those games until we beat them.
Yeah.
So as far as the offensive line, 32nd, yeah, they were 31st last year. So until they improve, they're a 31st offensive line. What do I want them at? I want them at average. Said that earlier.
Do it.
That's all I want. It's just an average offensive line. I want to be able to give Daniel
Ash, I'm gonna swap you out with Reek real quick.
And I want our receivers to be able to get open within 2 seconds. I want them to learn how to read the hot route. I want them to read the defense with Daniel Jones, be on the same page. But until they prove me wrong, they are a 31st ranked defense or offensive line. Sorry, not defense. But they are.
The offensive line, the only thing they got to do
Jose Trip.
That's all they got to do because the run game, they really good. So, I don't know.
What's that based off of, too? I want to know the reason. Like, they usually have some BS paragraph about why they said that.
Well, it's based off of Chris Collinsworth out of the network, and he never liked the Giants. Even when he had to broadcast games, you could hear him up there pissing and moaning.
He's got a good voice, though.
Maybe.
No, I think it's no. I mean, you can only cover so many teams. Like seriously, you know, like they don't cover the team like this.
Yeah.
Yo, Watson's not top 5.
I'm not falling for that. If he wants a reaction, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy for that.
He said, "Yeah, show my face." He did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Ash left. I didn't know Ash left.
Yo, I'm actually excited to see Galladay very much. More than Tony.
That guy's got that Eli swag. You know, doesn't say much, keeps his head in the ground. That guy's got talent, though. That just makes everyone better. I just like the thing. I mean, I respect Ash for bringing up a hot take. You know, I know it's not easy doing that.
It's not. It's not. Sam,
okay, there's a hot take, and then there's just dog doo-doo saying Aaron Donald's whatever. Anyway, but I was saying, like, a guy like Kenny Galladay, he makes everyone better, you know? Like, Darius Slayton is a type of receiver. He I mean, that was just, I mean, a bad coach and a bad
team. Like the honey badger.
Just another Giants.
Yo, that's exactly what I just said. That's funny. I just put that in the chat.
Oh, shit.
You look exactly like the honey badger.
Yeah.
That's it, Jose. You were the honey badger from now on. You did it to yourself. I don't know why you let them pull you into that. Now he's forever Eric Flowers, and you are forever the honey badger.
I thought Joseph was the one who's going to change his. Oh wait, no, that's not.
No,
yeah, I was the one that was going to change his picture. Oh wait, it was Jose.
But as far as the hot take, though, I hope Ash didn't take it personally. We never take things personally on these channels, on these streams.
Ash is in the chat right now.
Preston Parker, that's a good one too,
brother.
But I believe Slayton's going to be a decent number 2 for us this year. I believe he's going to get less coverage pulled to his side, and Galladay is going to make this whole offense better, not just Slayton.
Yeah.
You know,
he's building it. I mean, we're building a team. We're not just throwing away guys just because they're not alphas, you know? We got to build a team. We got to know who we are.
We say here on the panel and every week, and we talk about who we think's going to do what and this and that.
Hold it down, Lou.
Thank you for being a good sport, Jose.
You know, it basically comes down to what Joe Judge sees in what they want. I mean, there could be some real upsets here during training camp. Look at the competition that we have. You know, usually the New York Giants are the team that are waiting for cuts so that they can grab guys from this team or that team. Well, now it's going to be other teams want players that the New York Giants are cutting for their starters.
Facts.
You know, this is a good place to be, and that's one of the reasons why all of this hype. So
I'm sorry, Joe. I just want to answer some of these guys because they're new to the chat. Shout out to you guys. We got 27 viewers in the chat. But take that says, what does DJ got to do to not get replaced?
Win.
Yeah, that's it.
Win.
I don't care about his numbers.
That's too situational to say he's got to win.
Win football games.
He's got to not lose games. I think it's different. I think it's different.
All right. I see what you're saying. So let's word it this way. He's got to quit trying so hard. Let the game come to him.
I agree with that.
Don't make stupid plays. Don't force a play. Read the defense. If it's there, take the shot. If it's not, throw it out of bounds. If he's going back, he can't escape, take the sack. Don't turn the ball over. Just tuck the ball, take the sack. That's basically what you're saying. That and when the play's there, take it.
I think I'm looking more at like obviously the quarterback position, you correlate that strongly with wins, but I'm looking at him like I want to see personally like him not make those mistakes. If I just don't see like I can see a situation where he plays pretty well and some crazy stuff happens and we're not the team we think we could be. I don't think
Prime example, the ultimate example, Brett Favre. His intercept, he's thrown more interceptions than anybody all time, and it's not even close.
Yep.
And you know what he did? He won football games.
Yep.
He's first ballot Hall of Famer. But yet, so winning is the ultimate cure for everything. You win football games, it's all good. Nothing else matters as long as you're winning. Nobody cares how you're winning as long as you are winning.
Yeah, who knows if we'd be really talking about DJ and his fumbles if we actually we're 9-7 last year. Some crazy.
No, we'd still be talking about the turnovers because it was a lot of turnovers. But what I want to see from him to answer the question, let me bring it back up so that the people in the chat know what we're talking about. What I want to see from him is better decision making, not holding on to the ball as long. But I mean, he's already demonstrated that he has all the capabilities to be a leader on the team, to make all the throws. He has all the physical capabilities and the traits. He just didn't have all the pieces around him. The offensive line wasn't as good as it needed to be. He didn't have time to throw the ball and go through his progressions and make his reads because people were gunning for his neck. So, I just like to see him a little more calm and poised with a little time to go through his progressions and some good decision making, which I think he can do. And I believe that this offensive line is going to show improve and shock a lot of people this year. And we're going to make some noise this year. We're going to make some real noise, and everybody's going to be stuck looking crazy. Like, oh, my God, it's unbelievable. The same way we did when we made the Patriots go 18-1. So
right.
Look what we do watch what we do. It's 2 years under the same system. He's never done that before.
But thank you for popping in the stream. Take that. I appreciate the question. Oh, look at this.
Thanks. Yeah, definitely hit the sub button. Ring the bell for everybody. By the way, I got a video dropping at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Y'all might want to check out.
Oh, I watch all your videos, Joe.
I got 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's dropping.
This guy's trolling right here.
He's trolling.
Read the whole thing.
What's good, G Nation? All this football Giants talking early June is great and all, but I just want to say, let's go Hawks.
He knows that there are Knicks fans in here. He's trolling.
That's all right. He can troll. I don't care.
Who's the Hawks? Who's that?
The Atlanta Hawks, the ones that
Trae Young.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, listen. You know what? If the Giants make the NFC Championship game, wait till you hear us talking next year. And you know what? There's a damn good chance we could at least make it to the NFC champion. Might not win it, but we have a chance to get there.
Hey, I say the sky's the limit. I think we can do it all. Why settle for? Oh, my man Adam just popped in the stream.
Adam.
Big Adam in the building. Where am I going?
I think so.
Adam.
Ooh, my guy Adam looking for the light. There we go. Now we can see him. Oh, you're on mute, boss.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Adam. How's it going, man?
How are you?
Good. We had some pretty good discussions, man.
I kind of stirred the pot a little bit.
Oh, did you?
You stirred the pot and dumped it on the whole panel.
Aren't you you're pretty good at that, Joe?
I don't need to revisit that at the moment.
I had to get things fired up a little bit. I said Aaron Darnold's above average, and nobody liked that.
Aaron Donald above average?
Yeah.
Like the D tackle?
Yeah.
Like the D tackle that plays in LA?
I said Nick Gates is going to pancake.
He's a what?
Yeah. I said Nick Gates is going to pancake Aaron Darnold.
Man, I came on the show just in time, didn't I? What's up, Jose? I'm just saying, Joel, I don't know what you're smoking. Send it this way, though, man.
That's what Lou said. Lou wanted some of my herbage, too. He's like, that's got to be some good, powerful stuff.
Well, you know, as much as I want to believe it, he did scrape with Aaron Donald last year, but I think Aaron Donald didn't know who he was, so it's kind of like, who's this guy? Like, why are you fighting with me right now?
And that's what Miz said.
We love that, but we love that.
Yeah, we love it when Hernandez did it.
I told him, I don't think Aaron Donald even knew that the guy was on the field.
He's like, oh, you're Nick Gates? Nick Gates?
Yeah.
Who?
Hey, you know what?
Like, oh, you guys are giving a gym teacher a shot today?
Hey,
really?
Aaron
Like
Darnold
that.
didn't sack Daniel Jones last year.
It's not Darnold, it's Donald. Aaron Donald. Stop saying Donald.
That's why he thinks he's so bad. That's why he thinks he's so bad. He
Got
thinks he's
that damn
Darnold,
New
man.
York accent. I can't say it right.
Damn it. I thought you were talking about like Aaron Donald and Sam Darnold at the same time. I was like, what is going
I
on?
can't say Darnold right.
Nah, man, I mean, the only guy I can compare Aaron Donald to right now is John Randall back in the day. I mean, that's how good Aaron Donald is. I mean, you could say he's overrated, but he's really not. For what he's doing as a D tackle, it's pretty amazing at that small. Now, I
You talking
mean,
about Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah.
John Randall. Yeah.
Yeah, he was with Minnesota.
You gotta
Yeah,
watch
he-
tape on him, Joel. I mean, sometimes
that
they
guy
triple
was
team
sick in
him.
the head.
Yeah, but I mean, that guy was a beast, you know? I mean, one of the best D tackles I've ever seen. You know, played for the right team, right? That big the Viking stuff he would paint on his face, crazy shit. I mean, he was nuts. You know, Aaron Donald to me is a little bit of a he's tiny. He really is. For a D tackle, he's tiny.
Yeah.
It's interesting how he dominates. He uses leverage. But I did see Nick Gates last year, you know, handle his own, I should say. I wouldn't say he beat Aaron Donald, but he didn't get bullied by him. That's about all I can say on that.
I mean, Aaron Donald, he's an athletic defensive tackle, and that's not something you usually say together.
Right.
You don't usually these tackles don't usually athletic. You know, he's a freak of nature, man. I don't.
This was the chat that had everybody fired up earlier. We said was Deshaun Watson, the top 5 quarterback.
Part
And
two, Adam.
The panel came up with only 4. So then we said then Watson slides in at that number 5.
I could say right now that Josh Allen I think is better. I could say right now.
Here we go.
Say what you want.
Jose's getting his wish.
Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl.
Wait, you just put Jimmy Garoppolo above Deshaun Watson? Are you kidding me? Oh my God!
See,
what is happening?
Jimmy
What's
G
happening right now? Jimmy Garoppolo does not belong in this conversation.
That's like
at
telling me
all.
Josh Freeman's a quarterback. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Joel? Right now, do you have like hate glasses on for Deshaun Watson? What is going on? What is going
Tannehill wins games too. Does Tannehill better than Watson?
No, he's not. Tannehill's not better than Watson.
Winner.
I think I'm having a heart attack or a stroke on this side of the TV from what is being said right now. You want Ryan Tannehill and Jimmy Garoppolo over Deshaun Watson? Damn, man, those frog legs are really getting to your head, man. Are you kidding me? Jimmy G. Jimmy G. I don't even want to. I don't even want to entertain this
on here, bro.
I don't even know why that name came up in the top 5 conversation.
Top 5. We're talking about 5. Matt Ryan's better than Jimmy G. And you tell me you put Jimmy G up there first? That's like an old sandwich. Why even give it to me? You know what I'm saying? That's terrible.
Belichick was
sorry,
crazy
fellas.
for
I'm back.
Garoppolo over
Hey, Pat, what's going on, man? Can you hear this schlub over here? He's saying Jimmy Garoppolo is a top 5 quarterback over Deshaun Watson. He is smoking crack. Something's going on there, man.
Guy,
Who said Jimmy Garoppolo was better than Deshaun Watson?
Joel just put him in his top 5. Stop the presses. Joel just put Jimmy G over Deshaun Watson.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this before y'all get back into it. Don't let Joel put that battery in your back, man.
Listen, man, I'm just here to have fun, but it is funny. It is funny to think. He didn't even give me a good name. He didn't even give me a good name. He gave me Jimmy Garoppolo.
Joe,
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Answer my question, and then I answer what you said accordingly. Are you joking or are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
So, hold on, Adam, because now, hold on, Adam. Hold on. Okay. Let me put my face back on here. So you're telling me Jimmy Garoppolo,
that one over there in the Bay Area.
The only thing you can say about Jimmy Garoppolo, man, is he made it to the Super Bowl, and it wasn't because of him.
I want a rebuttal here. I'd like to rebuttal just real quick.
Okay.
Belichick wanted Garoppolo over Brady, but Kraft stepped in and said, Brady's staying, trade Garoppolo. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Garoppolo traded to the 49ers, got hurt. They won 3 games. The following year, took them to the Super Bowl. That's success.
Point.
That's success. Right? Our people.
You can say that about Colin Kaepernick.
I don't want to go into that scenario.
We're talking quarterback, not politics. I'm just telling you.
Okay, beautiful. Garoppolo was favored last year to repeat, right? But they had a shit.
And now he's about to be on the bench.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know why we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. The conversation started off with the top 5 quarterbacks, and somehow we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't even understand what is going on right now. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Is he a winner?
Is he a winner?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Hold on, Adam, because I know you're finna go off. Jimmy Garoppolo, to me, is not a winner. He's had one season, and that defense carried him through the whole season.
John Doe, thank you for popping in the stream, brother. Appreciate it.
Huh?
We say that about Eli. The defense has carried us to the Super Bowl.
If you're a real Giants fan, you don't say that about Eli because you know what Eli meant to the Giants. Eli was clutch. If we don't have Eli, we win neither one of those Super Bowls. The defense played well, but he came in at the end when we needed him. He out Brady twice. Out Brady
game on the line.
Well, I'm not the one that said it. I said people say it.
Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm not going to call him a scrub because he's doing something that I can't do. He's playing NFL quarterback. Quarterback. He's playing quarterback in NFL. You have to be one of the top guys in the world to hold one of those jobs, and he's actually made it to a Super Bowl no matter how bad he played that year. But Jimmy Garoppolo is nowhere near the level of quarterback of Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's on that 49ers team. They'll be Super Bowl contenders every year. And they would have won that Super Bowl against the Chiefs because he would have been able to hit Emmanuel Sanders wide open going to the end zone for a touchdown. Where Garoppolo overthrew him by 5 yards, and he was wide open. Jimmy Garoppolo, in terms of top quarterbacks, is a bum. A bum.
He said that, a bum.
Yeah. He's a bum. You hear me?
He can't even hold a bum's jock.
All due respect, Joe. All due respect, Joe. He just doesn't belong in the same conversation. We talking about Deshaun Watson and top quarterbacks. Jimmy G don't belong in that conversation.
I would take Dak Prescott over Jimmy Garoppolo. I would take a good Fitzpatrick over Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hot take. Woo! Going hot.
I guess I don't know. I guess I see different. I'm seeing something different.
You're being blind. You're being blinded by the Super Bowl appearance.
But, I mean, Trent Dilfer had a Super Bowl appearance. I'm not putting him in the top.
Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
Brad Johnson. You want me to go down the list? Kerry Collins. I mean, what does that mean to me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he went to the Super Bowl, so he's a winner. Skippity doo. No, he's not.
Bill Belichick
Kerry Collins was better than Jimmy G. Believe me.
I definitely
That's
agree.
true. That's true.
Definitely agree with that.
Bill Belichick wanted Jimmy Garoppolo in New England because he wanted to prove that he can win without Tom Brady, and Jimmy Garoppolo could have ran that system at that time perfectly.
Think of
and he saw that was his opportunity to get away from under the shadow of Tom Brady, and he wanted to keep Garoppolo there. And Brady is boys with Kraft. That's Kraft's adopted son, and Kraft said, "Hell no." And that's when the mystique of Bill Belichick started to come down a little bit, and people started to look at Brady a little bit more because he was overthrown by Kraft for Brady.
Joe, come on, man.
Well, one thing about Watson as a top five.
I gave you Josh Allen.
One thing about Watson as a top five. You see, this also helps him out. Okay, Breeze just retired. I know you're gonna say, okay, he's not as good as him the last year or so, but you got to look at the guy's career and even the last 4 or 5 years.
Appreciate that, Jose.
And then also another guy that just suddenly retired, like what, 2 years ago, Andrew Luck. And both those guys were better than Watson. I'm sorry, it's not even close to me.
Yeah, and Andrew Luck, a prime Andrew Luck, he's top 1, top 2. Andrew Luck was dope.
Take that.
I'll take Cam Newton right now over Jimmy Garoppolo. I'll take Cam Newton right now.
I wouldn't go that far.
You crazy as I don't know what. I would take Cam Newton right now.
Listen, I'm not taking Cam Newton's noodle arm right now, okay? He can't throw that ball that well. What? That's why he's up in New England, man.
Cam Newton got a noodle arm.
Yes, he's not the Cam Newton that he was in Carolina. He had a shoulder injury, and you could see it on the field. You can see it. It's clear as day.
Name somebody he was throwing it to last year.
I don't give a damn who he's throwing it to. That's the New England system. Any quarterback can be good in that system. But obviously Cam Newton can't. And he's not even doing that well. Jared Stidham's doing better. That's terrible. Jared Stidham, who was benched, who was a bum. Jared Stidham, he could be as good as Jimmy Garoppolo. Give him a couple years, and we could be talking Jared Stidham as the next Jimmy G.
No, Stidham's not that good.
That's the point. Neither is Jimmy G.
He wasn't that good at Auburn. So, no, Stidham's not going to be that good.
But what makes him a top 5 quarterback? What is his traits? Don't tell me he's a Super Bowl, because I can name 10 quarterbacks who've been to the Super Bowl who are booty.
Well, like I said, Lou, you're not helping.
Oh, sorry.
People you want winners, right?
Lou's getting out of a break.
Hold on. Does he win football games? Yes or no?
Who? No, because he's injured all the time.
Right. He's never playing.
What games has he won for me?
Oh, Joe, you got a specific question here. Here we go.
Okay. If you're placing $20K on 5 quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl game, what 5 quarterbacks are you taking?
Do they have to be active?
Right now?
Yeah. Jose, do they have to be active quarterbacks?
Yeah, he probably does mean they have to be active,
I would think he means active because
I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Well, Rodgers and Mahomes right away, right?
I don't know about Rodgers.
No, come on, you put 20 grand on Rodgers. Come on now.
I don't even like Rodgers, and I'm saying, oh my God.
Come on. If you're putting 20,000 of your bank money on a quarterback right now, you're not taking some other quarterback over Rodgers. We're talking about 5 guys.
The number one pick I'm going to make is Brady. He's got 7 friggin' rings, and chances are he's going to win.
That's fine. I'm not even saying number 1. He said 5. He didn't say in order, just any 5.
Yes,
Rodgers is not in that top 5. Who are we taking? Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Come on now.
Joe, you have the floor. Who are your 5 guys? Go. And then better not be Jimmy G.
5 guys. So. If I had to take 20, you guys got to remember here, I am on disability. So 20 grand is a lot of friggin' money for me.
Oh, so now you're going to pull Jimmy G out because you want the money.
You better make these 5 good, man.
So he's not one of your top horses in the race, huh?
Let's see. You know what? I think this year I'd bet on Josh Allen with the Bills.
Okay, that's one.
How the hell do I get this to scroll down? I'm looking at teams here so I can.
You don't even know it's 5 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Dude, I'm tired. I'm telling you, yesterday took a lot out of me. You're going to find out why. All right. Raiders.
Yeah, he's got a video posted at 1:00 tomorrow. Make sure you guys go check that out. Sub to Joe.
You know,
we're having a heated debate right now. Some of his opinions may sound crazy.
He's still on
he's
number
a good
2.
Dude. He's
Yeah,
a great Giants content
number 2.
creator. He's a big fan.
Number 2 is going to be Mahomes.
Okay. 20K on the line here.
20K on the line. I know. But, you know, I'm looking at quarterback and I'm looking at team.
You can't even say. I mean, like,
yeah. Well, the problem is it's team specific. You know, it's not like I could take somebody and just throw them on Tampa Bay.
well, I mean, you took Jimmy G, so the selection has got to be better than Jimmy G. I mean, come on. System quarterback, and you're telling me about Jimmy G? I would have picked Russell Wilson by now.
I would take Lamar.
Ooh. That's your top. It's your top 5. You're 20K.
That's tough.
What did he say?
A couple people before Lamar, I would take.
You know, I think Lamar learned a lot last year.
Not over Deshaun Watson, but hey, I don't know.
I would take right now, team wise. I'm betting $20,000. I'm betting on the Ravens and Lamar. I'm sorry.
All right, I think that's 4 quarterbacks. Who's the 5th guy?
Ben Roethlisberger.
So there's no Jimmy G in your top 5? Well, there's 20K on the line. How is it any different?
But because I'd have Jimmy G 6.
But you don't get the 20K.
No, you wouldn't. Did you pick Aaron Rodgers?
With that San Francisco team, yeah. If he stayed, definitely, I'd put 20K. That'd be 6 right there.
But he's not in your top 5, so it doesn't matter. You don't get the 20K.
So no Aaron Rodgers, but Jimmy G.
I'll take Daniel Jones over Jimmy G.
Ooh.
I might be inclined to do that myself.
Now that's just being a Giant fan.
Yeah, I mean I said might.
Yeah.
I'm not like saying like slam dunk guarantee. I'm just saying.
It doesn't mean to make your top 5 with 20 grand on the line. It doesn't make your top 5. And then you're going to try to spin off that Jimmy G's a top 5 quarterback, and you don't even pick him when 20 grand's on the line.
You guys, I thought he was 3. I thought you said I had to take him.
No, you can take.
Who I said?
No, Ashton took my name from Ben Roethlisberger. Ripley.
I'm not touching that one.
Oh my goodness! I can't.
Oh man, I love you guys.
I'm not touching that one.
Je m'appelle.
To be honest, not even nothing to do with Joe. To be honest, this guy Jimmy G is the worst quarterback in his division. He's 4th out of 4.
Thank you,
right now.
Yeah, he is.
I'm taking Murray over him. We don't even have to talk about Wilson. You're taking Murray over him, and I'm taking what's his name, Bradford, right? Easily.
I'd take Stafford over him. Yes.
Stafford and Murray. I'd take him easily over.
And Wilson. That's 3 guys.
Yeah. So
wait, I think I put Deshaun Watson. That's 4. How many guys am I taking before I take Jimmy G? That should be the question. How many people are you taking before Jimmy G?
Actually, what's scary, you might even take Lance, and he hasn't played a game yet.
Aren't the Niners favored to win that division?
No, they're not.
No, I don't think the Rams.
Not when you're picking the top 3. You're not favored to win that division. Sorry.
No, the Rams are favored to win that division. Rams.
There ain't no way in hell the Rams are going to win that division.
Oh yeah,
they got their quarterback.
They're going to walk right over that division. The Rams are a Super Bowl contender this year, easily.
That defense is incredible.
I guarantee you, that you can put Stafford on that San Francisco team, and then you can tell me about being a top 5 team, because that's what Stafford can do for you. Jimmy G keeps you at the same level you're at right now. You're not really moving up. You're just kind of treading water, hoping that the next guy falls to you.
I mean, it's the reason why they drafted Trey Lance. It's the reason why they drafted Trey Lance.
Something in Stafford that I didn't.
I mean, you see something in Jimmy G that we don't. I mean, if you're comparing traits right now, one was a first round overall pick in Matthew Stafford. So not just me, a lot of other people saw Matthew Stafford a lot different than Jimmy G. If Jimmy G was so good, he would have been drafted higher, and he hasn't done anything to affect my draft status about him. Derek Carr, who's in the second round, is better than him. I would take Derek Carr over Jimmy Garoppolo. The list goes on from me.
I'll tell you the quarterbacks right now, I'll take over Jimmy G.
Brady, what about Trevor
Brady,
Lawrence?
Rodgers, Mahomes, Jackson, Watson, Wilson, Derek Carr, Herbert, Daniel Jones. Who else?
Jalen Hurts, though.
Oh no, Jalen Hurts is on the bottom.
Oh
no, I mean Jimmy beats some people. Come on.
I'm taking Cam Newton. I'm taking Carson Wentz.
I'd rather take Tyrod Taylor than Jimmy G.
I would take Tyrod Taylor, and you laughing, but I'm not bullshitting. I'll take Tyrod Taylor.
What about Tua?
I would take Tua.
Trevor Lawrence.
I would take Matthew Stafford. I'm taking his backup, Trey Lance, before Jimmy Garoppolo.
Let me ask you this, Joel.
Taking Baker Mayfield over him.
How many inquiries for Jimmy G really happened this season? I mean, there's a ton of teams with quarterbacks. How many people are calling the 49ers and knocking down Jimmy G's door?
No, neither New York team is giving up their quarterback for him if they call. Neither New York team is giving up neither of those young quarterbacks.
The 49ers drafted Trey Lance for a reason, Joel.
I give him a bucket of balls for Jimmy G.
Jimmy G is not the future.
Well,
he is not in their plans.
San Francisco's plans, I knew they were going to take a quarterback this year because they do have that.
I take Marcus Mariota over Jimmy G.
They're gonna have to start paying those defensive players, so they went and drafted a quarterback. So they got him locked up for the 5 years on the cheap deal. They're ready to win now.
Well, they need top 5 guys going to the bench.
If he could, what's his name can play ball the way that the 49ers think he can.
Jimmy G. Yeah, Jimmy G's going to start the season.
No, not Jimmy G.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Nick Mullins.
I think Jimmy G will start the season and then
Nick Mullins.
That's messed up.
How about this one? Who you taking? This might be close. Jimmy G or Cousins?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's closer than you think, right? You know what I mean?
Jimmy G has had a good.
Cousins has been a disappointment, man. He's underachieving.
He's got one of the best duos at wide receiver too. It's annoying.
I mean, he's got some serious receivers.
Justin Jefferson's the truth.
And Dalvin Cook.
Yes. And they've paid him
84 million.
They've paid him 2 contracts, and he has not taken them. You know, they got close with that missed field goal against Seattle. They should have won that playoff game. What was that, 2-3 years ago? 10-9 or whatever.
Oh, yeah. And it was like a
couple years ago.
Was that Bridgewater was in that game?
I thought it was Kirk Cousins.
No, Bridgewater was the quarterback. It was his rookie year, wasn't it?
That was Bridgewater because they came back next year and they were expected to be a Super Bowl team, and he got hurt.
That's when they got Cousins the following year.
Yeah, so
okay. I know people give Jimmy Garoppolo a hard time. Porn star Jimmy by Stephen A. But I just look at the guy. I mean, he's been in 2 programs. He wins football games. That's what we all want, is somebody that wins football games.
Jimmy G's
been. He was put in the perfect situation.
Jimmy G has been blessed with very, very good situations his entire career.
Congratulations.
Blessed.
But you know what? How many times have we seen a quarterback go into a good situation and come out crappy?
He's been set up to excel, and he truly is just average.
I mean,
Jose's got it right.
Sam Darnold's the same way. He got stuck in a crappy situation and got dealt away, and now he's in Carolina
Are you
fighting for his
kidding me?
life.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Let's say you had to replace Eli in those 2 Super Bowls. Who are you putting in to get the job done? Jimmy G or Watson?
Your indecision is your decision.
Yeah, because I want to say Jimmy G, but I'm going to catch hell for it.
Yeah. Because the truth is Watson. That's the truth.
Hey, brother, everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you love Jimmy G, then you love Jimmy G. But obviously, everybody else on this panel would pick Deshaun Watson.
Do you think he's going to be a top 5 quarterback this year?
Truth, I'm not high on Watson myself. You guys know that. So, but he's not Jimmy.
But
G.
you have gotten.
Okay, but if you got between Jimmy G or Watson, who you picking?
No, it's not close. I've been saying Jimmy G's garbage for 2 years.
So you would take Watson.
The Niners didn't draft a quarterback because they're gonna get a rookie contract. No. They drafted a quarterback because this guy lost them the Super Bowl. Okay, he missed a wide open guy that I could have hit with my eyes closed. Okay, and that's the bottom line. He didn't get the job done. They had a Super Bowl in their hands, and he dropped the ball. Bottom line.
And that's the difference. Big time players make big plays in big moments. Jimmy G's not that big time player.
A winner, an NFC champion winner.
Then you got to factor in all the games he's missed in his 3 years there. He's missed a lot of games, man.
In the stream too, though.
He is definitely fragile.
Would you take Matt Ryan over Jimmy G?
Absolutely.
Yep.
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's not even close, man. Matt Ryan, man, Matt Ryan is good, man.
So you're saying, Joel, you would still take Jimmy G over Matt Ryan? They both lost the Super Bowl.
Yes, they did.
With the same coach.
Yeah, but you know what? The 49ers didn't have a 23-point lead. And here we go. I know you guys are going to come after me with that one, too.
Hey, there you go. I would take Joel over Jimmy G.
I'd do that move.
Hey, we just messing with you, Joe. We love you, brother.
I know you do. And I tried. You know what? So I can at least get a day for effort for standing my ground and what I believe in.
Oh, damn right.
I mean, this is I can't help it.
Well,
and I know you guys
you.
disagree with me, but that's what's being a football fan. We're never gonna see eye to eye.
No.
Not
that we don't see eye to eye. I'm just not walking off the cliff with you with Jimmy G. You drank the Kool-Aid. I'm going to stay on this side of the island. You can go swim with the sharks and the alligators. Say, hey, look, Jimmy G, he's over there.
Listen, the Darnold stuff, there was a little bit of button pushing on that one, okay?
What's wrong with Darnold now?
Oh, don't go back there, man. Because Adam's going to explode, man.
I was pushing buttons, okay?
Yeah, because the stream was real timid at that point. It was real quiet and calm, and he got it fired up with that.
There you go. You got ignited.
Okay. Now, but guys,
man.
I don't want to know who your top 5 running backs are, or any position of that matter. If you're going to put Jimmy G, who's not even in his top.
Yo, Pat, you still here?
Most of the running backs I like, their grandkids are just as old as some of our young fans that watch the channel.
I heard that.
No. So, I kind of like Earl Campbell. That was one that I like to watch run. Herschel Walker, I liked watching him run, especially when he played in the USFL. Tony Dorsett.
Position as a quarterback.
Allen. Marcus Allen. I got to watch OJ. Some of the older running backs, Franco Harris.
What you think about Bo Jackson?
Bo Jackson?
I didn't say top 5 running backs all time. I'm talking about in the league right now. I can name you top 5 running backs all day. I mean, come on.
Okay. Oh, you want in the league right now? My top
yeah, I mean,
5?
easy cop out to name top 5 anything. Just go down a Hall of Fame list. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying, guys, I got to watch. That's the thing. I got to watch those guys play football. Top 5 today, probably Barkley, Elliott. What's his name for Tennessee?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Yep.
Everybody drew a blank.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, who's that one?
Carolina. That hit.
Oh, C-Mac. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey. I was thinking of the kid in Buffalo there that year ago.
Nah. We're forgetting about Dalvin Cook.
This is my favorite one right here.
He's got the numbers if you want to look at that. Yeah, he fumbles, but
My top 5 include Rex Burkhead for the Patriots. Sorry, I can't keep a straight face, so I can't even go down the list.
I can't do
I
that.
see how y'all are. Yeah, You know what? Hey, I told you I'm going to follow my heart and my beliefs, and I can't help it. You guys can laugh at me. You can make fun of me. You can say whatever in the chat. I got thick skin. It ain't going to bother me.
But you also said Aaron Donald is overrated as well, too, right? You're batting 1,000 right now in terms
I
of
said who was
hot
overrated?
takes. Aaron Donald.
That was a button pusher. That's all that was.
2 for 2, Joel.
That was just a button pusher. I told you.
Chris Bucco says Frank Gore at 38 and Joel top 5.
You know what?
I mean,
he's had a hell of a career.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
ain't denying that.
I love Frank Gore, but he's not top 5.
Not now, currently.
Playing right now, no.
Top 5 in the league, running back.
Old, but back in the day, Frank Gore was a hell of a running back for the 49ers.
So
they ate us up a few games.
If we move to wideouts, are you going to include Kenny Golladay in your top 5?
In wide receivers?
Yes.
Hey, don't forget those Brown running backs. It's a nice 1-2 punch right there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Hunt and Chubb.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, everybody's got a hard on for Beckham, but
he's not good.
To me, he's not because he's been hurt the last 2 years. So, I mean, Landry, Tyreek Hill, damn good.
I mean, what about the guy who just got traded to Tennessee?
Yeah.
Julio.
Well, you want my take on Julio?
Here we go.
He's too old. I don't think he's going to make all 17 games.
All right, but if he's like T.O. and gives him a little boost towards the end of his career, I mean, he's only 32.
He's not.
Yeah, because T.O. got hurt too, and he didn't come back until the Super Bowl for the Eagles was McNabb. So
He was a beast for Cincinnati that 1 year. He was a beast for the Buffalo Bills that 1 year. I mean,
Put him in. Both go back tomorrow, man. Don't hold it another day. Take it to their asses. They didn't give us 2 milks.
I mean, is A.J. Brown better than Julio though? They're teammates now.
Well, maybe shut that deli down.
You gotta respect. It makes it's going. You gotta respect Julio, so it's going to make things very interesting over there. Because A.J. Brown is a talented.
A.J. Brown is he's a guy.
He's filthy. He's a beast.
If Fitzgerald was still playing, I'd put him in top 5. I'm sorry, the man is just pure athleticism for 19 years, but he retired.
Who?
No, Hopkins.
Who's saying?
What's his name for the Bills?
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs.
Yep, that'd be another one.
I'm surprised you didn't put Golladay in there. I know he's not top 5, but
well,
I know where your heart lies, man.
Well,
Joe, what about DK Metcalf?
He's a beast.
No, I like.
I'm not.
DK,
He ain't no top 5.
That's what a lot of the young people say. A lot of the young people say he's top 5.
Stop it, man.
I can't.
Stop it. No
top
way.
10, but not top 5.
I think AJ Brown's better.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Adam.
Thanks, Miz.
Just about spot on. Hopkins.
Adams in Green Bay.
I don't know about putting Julio
yeah.
in there right now. I agree. You got to respect that man. You know, you've got to.
DK
really
Metcalf had 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. That's pretty good, man. I mean,
yeah,
but he's not top 5, Adam.
Right.
No,
top 5 right now.
Top 5 right now.
Top 10.
Yeah, top 10.
I feel like he's right outside the top 5.
Give him top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah, I feel like he's right outside the top 5 right now. Actually, I think
debatable.
Yeah, I actually, like Ash probably nailed it. Honestly, I agree with that.
Here's a question.
Right on the money.
I got a question.
I got thick skin.
I got a question for the panel. Let's say, I know this is a hypothetical. Let's say Antonio Brown didn't do all that crap and he kept playing in the league. I mean, was he your guys' number 1 receiver when he was doing his thing?
I'm gonna tell you right now about Antonio Brown. He was probably the only receiver besides Calvin Johnson that could have caught Rice if he didn't mess up.
Special.
Antonio Brown was the best receiver in the league before he started messing up and doing that crazy stuff.
6th round.
If you compare his stats, if you would have, go ahead.
I was going to say, if Antonio Brown hadn't have done that, he'd be making $20 million this year with another team. He wouldn't have had to re-sign with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you look at his stats in the beginning of his career, he was on par with Jerry Rice. And that's crazy.
You know, I would have loved to have seen would be Beckham right now, what his career would have been if he didn't break his leg. You know, because he was off to a promising start in his first few years, breaking records. But then he broke his leg, so we'll never know as Giant fans what could have been.
Yep.
Story that'll never get told.
Oh, well, what's his name there for Cleveland that always had the drug issue and had to leave?
Oh, Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
He could have been something special.
Yeah, brother. Just could not.
I think. But listen, but I mean, really, is weed a performance-enhancing drug? Really? I'm
It's
like, come
not-
on. If anything, it's a performance-enhancing drug. You know
But it's a banned substance for the league, and you're making millions of dollars.
And now
and
it's legalized in so many
the decision should have been easy for that man, and I don't know why.
I'm just saying. I think they're putting too much into it. That's not.
I agree. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that it is what it is with the league, and I'm not throwing millions of dollars out the window just to smoke some weed. I mean,
the problem is he has millions of dollars and he's peeing. He needs to get somebody else's pee. You know what I'm saying? You can't fail this test, man. You got millions of dollars.
You know, Ricky Williams walked away from his career to go smoke some weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That guy was great. That guy was great.
Tripping.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor was doing coke the night before a game, and he came out and had 8 sacks. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, at least Lawrence Taylor, he did it at halftime in the locker room, but he still stayed in his jersey and played the game. So
there you go. Ripping people's heads off.
Man, there was a
when
lot of
you're that great, man, people could turn a blind eye, you know?
Yeah, funny story. I don't know if you guys heard this one about LT. He was sleeping in a meeting one day, and Belichick's at the whiteboard, you know, making the play. And he looks over at Lawrence. He goes, Lawrence. And he kicks his chair. He's like, would you wake up and pay attention? Lawrence looks at Bill Belichick. He walks up to the board and said, Coach, is this what you're talking about? Draws the play up. He goes, yeah. He goes, if that's what you're going to do, I'm going back to take my nap now. So Lawrence Taylor basically was sleeping in the meeting and knew the defense without even watching. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he got up and drew up the whole defense. The
Yeah.
scheme. Yeah.
You know, but that's what the NFL is. You know, and that's a great part about the NFL is we can pick and choose who we think is better than whoever. Yeah, we argue about it, we fight about it, but without the arguing and fighting and discussions, we wouldn't have a show.
But I agree with you there to a certain extent. But when there's an open and shut case of a quarterback with talent in Watson and a guy like Jimmy G, I think you're just, you know, you're trying to get something to work, but it's not really working.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like Jimmy G. When have you heard any analyst sit there on Fox NFL Sunday, ESPN Primetime, any of those bullshit shows and say, well, Jimmy G is a top 5 quarterback? Not one. You can go back and play the tape. Not one. You're probably the only person outside of 49erville who even thinks he's a top 5 quarterback.
They don't even think it. That's why they drafted Trey Lance.
I would literally be irate if Jimmy G was my quarterback. I just wouldn't be able to take it. I couldn't take it, man. I wouldn't. It's like when we had Dave Brown. I'm telling you.
Peace out, Ash. Appreciate you being in, man.
But I just still don't understand what the downfall or the disconnect is from Watson to Garoppolo. Where's the talent that I'm missing so I can get on your level?
This is something I'm probably going to have to think for a couple of days so that I can get.
I didn't mean to stump the Schwab here. I was just asking.
No, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put it. I guess I'm trying to put it in numbers when I really.
You're right on the money with that, Jose. Jimmy G don't even believe that.
Joe, you're basing it off his Super Bowl appearance. That's why you're doing it.
Yeah, but I named you 5 quarterbacks who already were there but did nothing with their careers.
I can't help but think.
If you ask Jimmy that question, he would not say himself.
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Do you think? I mean, I'm not taking him, as a top 5 quarterback.
Is it just that you downgrade Deshaun Watson because a lot of people say that he's a top quarterback, but he's never won a championship, and that's why you bring him down a couple of notches in your mind?
No.
But he has the same level right now as Jimmy G. They both won bupkis.
It's going to be basically the same thing, Pat. I mean, everyone says that we want a quarterback that can lift bad players. Watson had a bad team this year. He put up ungodly numbers, but did he lift his team? And then we go into the defense lost the game. And then we go into, but he's on the offense, the leader. He should be able to sustain drives or do what he has to do to win the game. And if you see a quarterback that people like, okay, I'm looking at what does he do to the team to take everybody up a level, to take everybody up a notch. Because that's what everybody debates about a quarterback. Can the quarterback take that team, put it on his shoulders, and take them to the next level? Every analyst says that, and we all say that. That's half the problem with our quarterback with the Giants, Daniel Jones. We don't know if he can do that. Or do we have to build a specific team for him?
Wasn't the defense good for 49ers? Wasn't the defense good for the 49ers?
Yes, the defense was good for the 49ers.
Do you think that Jimmy G benefited off having that good defense?
And the run game, yes.
Because I don't think he elevated anybody, to be honest with you.
But he made plays to get them to the Super Bowl. He made
so did Trent Dilfer in the Tampa Bay with the Baltimore Ravens. That doesn't make him a great top 5 quarterback.
We got to be the only guys that would ever debate about Jimmy G being better than Deshaun Watson. I don't even know what we are talking about.
I've been married for 27 years. I like women. Thank you. Look, you know what? I watched that Super Bowl run that the 49ers did. We all did because that's the games that we're on. They're in the afternoon. The Giants always played at 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock. The 49ers were on TV. We watched those football games. I did see Jimmy make plays. And I said, you know what? The kid's got talent. How high of a level can he go? If he can get a ring, then I would think that he could be a top 5 quarterback. If he had won that Super Bowl, we would not be having this discussion busting my balls so hard.
We would be. We still would be. My question to you is this. How many times has he made the playoffs? Deshaun Watson's made the playoffs a couple of years in a row. It's sorry that he got beat by Patrick Mahomes. It's like when Barkley lost the championship to Jordan. People are like, oh, man, Barkley stinks. He doesn't win a championship. Yeah, but he went up against Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Deshaun Watson's going up against Patrick Mahomes. Okay? You're sitting here. Jimmy G doesn't have it that hard. I'm sorry that the Green Bay defense can't guard anybody and they walked into the Super Bowl, but you can't tell me right now with a straight face that I'm taking Jimmy G over Watson. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Who has the tougher division?
I don't think anybody can.
I can't do it. Who cares who has a tougher division? I'm talking about talent. I'm talking walking through the door right now. Who am I going to win a championship with? It's not going to be Jimmy, I get injured walking my dog, Garoppolo. Okay? It's going to be Deshaun Watson. That's who it's going to be. And if they weren't doing him dirty in Texans, he would be winning right now. But he's not, because that ownership was Bob McNair. I mean, not Bob McNair, the
They
stupid
got a
coach.
toxic locker room, and everybody's trying to get out of there.
Yes. And Bill O'Brien sucked at managing the team. So you can't keep telling me about all this stuff. Oh, well, a good team elevates. Did you watch every Texans game? Do you know what Deshaun Watson's story was? Do you know if he led them down on drives and it was the defense that cost them? Because in 2015, the Giants had the same fucking problem. And Eli Manning wasn't a shitty quarterback. His defense couldn't hold its own weight. So we had Beckham run up and down the sideline, and we're winning games, rah, rah, rah. And all of a sudden, the defense can't hold their water in the last 2 minutes. But is that Eli Manning's fault?
And that's Captain Lou Albano's opinion. Oh, man. Tudo's in the stream. Chris Bucco says Jimmy G's top 5 QB at getting ladies only.
Porn star.
Yeah, he might be in that top 5.
Jimmy G is Italian. And
He'll stay in Hollywood to be a movie star.
Look, Jimmy G is Italian, and we as true Italians, we don't even like or approve of that
dude. I'm not starting my franchise with Jimmy G. I'm just not. Sorry.
I just don't want to get Adam upset anymore.
I'm not upset. I'm having a great time. I just don't know what you're smoking to find out that Jimmy G is a top fucking 5 quarterback. And then you don't even pick him when there's 20 grand on the line. That's what amazes me. Someone's gonna give you 20 grand to pick that quarterback, and you didn't even choose them. You're like, well, he's gonna be in the top 6. Yeah, because there's 20 grand on the line. So you're telling me game on the line, you're not even taking your man. You're not even taking your guy. When he went to a Super Bowl.
All right, let's lay off of Joe. Poor guy been getting it all night.
I know it's my birthday too, damn it.
Oh, happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday.
Well, everybody got their birthday licks in over the
internet. I got my spankings. Okay, Jimmy G's not a top 5 quarterback.
No, he's really not.
I got my spanking.
We had to verbally beat him since he
Oh, I just brought out the passion. That's what my job is. I'm the sidekick.
Oh man, that's messed up, man. Joe got brutalized on the panel. Big Pat just went mute and let you get beat.
Thank you, guys.
What'd you say, Joe?
I said thank you, Jose. Wish me a happy birthday.
Yeah, Tudo be killing it. Oh man.
Oh, I didn't mean to chase people away. I just thought a good argument. Like,
you came strong. You came strong tonight, Joe, with those very, very different takes than anybody else would have.
I try to think outside the box. I try to think differently, and I try to look at things in a different
You were way
way.
outside the box. You was like,
you know what, though? Sometimes you have to think like that. I mean,
Everybody seems to be hating on Watson these days. It seems like this. Oh, we talked about Watson the other night and how Miz got pissed off that I compared him to the Giants or something like that, and he went all nuts on me. And all I'm saying is Watson is really good, and just because it was masked by a bad team, and because he hasn't been to the Super Bowl, shouldn't be held against him for being a good player. And maybe that's why I'm vehement about it. But it's like I understand he's got these legal issues, and we can talk about that at a different time. My point is, overall, drop dead right now. This guy is pretty freaking good, and because he plays in Texans in the AFC, unless you got DirecTV, you're probably not watching him.
Yeah, you're right. They don't get well, they did 2 years ago. They were on quite a bit, but that's when they were
highlights on the red zone.
11-5, and they were in the division hunt. So yeah,
unless they playing on the primetime game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he got just too hyped up at Clemson, and you know how sometimes
he wasn't really hyped at Clemson though.
Like
when he was coming out, if he was
a third quarterback picked in his draft. He wasn't like he was like the number one overall pick in the draft or anything.
No.
For some reason, every time I turned on the TV, it was Clemson and it was Watson, and everybody was hyping him up. I don't know. Maybe it was just my area.
I mean, he was good. He was very good at Clemson.
He was picked number 12 in the draft. Watson. Right now, if you were to redo that draft, he's probably 1 or 2.
He's absolutely number 2.
You know,
you redo that draft right now.
Right.
But being an Alabama fan, I'm sorry, I'm not going to like Clemson.
I mean, Mahomes. I mean, they just happen to be on the national stage. I'm just saying. I think Watson's better passer than Lawrence is, but that's just my opinion. And Trevor Lawrence went number 1 overall, and this guy, Deshaun Watson, again would be number 2 because of Mahomes, but he's really freaking good. And I'm not trying. Listen, you want to believe Jimmy G is top 5? Go right ahead, man. I'm not going to change your mind. I just don't think it. That's all.
Oh, but it was a hell of a debate. I liked it. You know what? People can say I'm a jerk for thinking that. It don't matter to me. Y'all ask my opinion. I'm at chat. I'm at, how other people will watch the video later and say, that guy's a moron. He doesn't know what he's talking about, yada, yada, the trolls. I'm not saying you guys. But you know what? I came on here. You guys asked my opinion. I gave you my opinion.
Listen,
I'm not gonna sit back here and retract it because, oh my God, everybody disagrees with me. I tried to explain. You know what? And you still didn't agree.
No, listen, we all understand that. We're all Giants fans, and we've been Giants fans through the losing season, so we know exactly how it is to stand your ground and still root for something you believe in.
Exactly.
But
when I come on these shows, I said,
on the stream, man.
I'm going to give my expression. You know what? Right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm not right 100% of the time. I'm not wrong 100% of the time. It's about a 50-50 split. Am I going to be wrong?
Says
probably.
Watson is better than Trevor.
That's to be undecided. We got to wait 3 years.
I mean, right now he's better than Trevor as of right now, because right now we know what Watson can do in the NFL, and we haven't seen Trevor in the NFL yet. So, as far as I'm one of those old school type of mentalities. I don't care what you did in college. This is a whole different ball game up here. So now you gotta do it on the NFL field. Until I see you do it, I don't. You're not superior to anybody else I've seen do it so far. I'm not anointing any of these guys. I can't.
The game might be too fast for you in the NFL.
When they put
lights
these rankings
might be too bright for you.
When they put these rankings out, there's no way they should already be putting the rookie running backs that haven't played a single snap of football in the NFL above quarterbacks that already have at least done it.
Right.
That can at least do it. So.
What does people want me to do?
Yeah, as of right now, Watson is absolutely better than Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going to take Blake Bortles for 500, please.
Now you go a little bit too far. I'll take a Jimmy G over Blake Bortles.
No, we're not talking about Jimmy G. We're talking about Watson and Trevor.
I'm taking Jimmy G over Drew Lock.
I'll take Watson over Trevor. Same point in their career, I'd still take him over Trevor.
All day. I think
Watson doesn't impress me that much. I'm sorry.
I saw a report saying Dwayne Haskins looking good up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, at eating Subway.
That person is high.
He's good at eating cheeseburgers.
Andy Reid.
Anybody can look good with the scout team.
Pat, you went there.
Oh man,
that was good.
Yeah, I could go out there, throw a couple of passes in OTAs. It'll be all right. He ain't even throwing against the defense. He throwing a wide open receiver.
Our new quarterback, Pat, is just thrown 10 completions in practice. BD would have a field day.
Man, we've been going for almost 3 hours, guys.
It always happens, man. It's that damn Joe.
No, it ain't Joe.
I don't know.
It always happens.
Judo wants me to do something, but I don't quite understand it. He wants me to share my opinions, but I guess only if they're based on facts and true knowledge.
Well, too, though, I have to say this for Joe. It's based off his knowledge of the quarterbacks. He truly believes that Jimmy Garoppolo is a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. Now, that's only in his mind. Everybody else believes different.
Wins and
But
losses.
you can't get on him for having an opinion.
Wins and losses. Oh, God. Stop it with that crap, okay? Just stop it. We're talking about start a franchise. If you're in a playoff, we're not going down this road again. We're not going down this road again.
But how many wins does Jimmy Garoppolo have? That's what we're getting to. Jimmy Garoppolo's only played one decent season. And that was the Super Bowl season.
Pat, we got 11 minutes left before we close this thing down. We are not starting that debate again.
Hey, I want to talk about this and Dwayne Haskins.
There, I'll hide.
Don't need to hide.
Oh, I want a cigarette.
Seems like Haskins has been behaving. He's getting mentored under a fellow misfit.
I can't hit the hookah when I'm on screen.
Oh no! Please don't get my stream hooked up because of your
You got that
hookah.
wacky tobacco, huh? That's what you got.
It's legal in New York, though, Lou. I'm in New York.
Oh, you missed the whole debate, Joseph. So Joseph talking about I'm back. What I missed? You missed the whole debate.
Oh man,
a whole Jimmy Garoppolo debate. Don't even know how we ended up talking about Jimmy G.
I believe this is the most Jimmy G has ever been talked about.
Is that a Guinness Book of World Record right there?
Yeah.
If I had a bunch of followers and a large group of people watching this channel, Jimmy G's name would be trending like hell right now.
Right. If this were a game of shots, you'd be drunk, right?
Hey, 21 people stuck around to hear my bullshit, so.
Oh,
thank you.
Joseph wasn't even here for the debate. He just came in strong, bro.
He heard Jimmy G's name and he said, "Bum, bum."
Really?
That's like that word game. What is this associated with? Jimmy G equals bum.
I hope to hell. I hate the 49ers as a Giants fan, but I hope to hell he plays all 17 games and they win the division.
I hope to hell he's a bum so we can tell you every week how much he's a bum.
Wait,
because that's what I'm rooting for every week. I want to be benched in the first half of the first game so we can go Jones 17-40.
It's already the countdown to Trey Lance, man.
You bet your ass I'm going to come on here and say the 49ers won. Jimmy G did it again.
Okay, man. And if not, it's going to be a reoccurring theme here every time we do the true.
You are going to be tenderized.
Jimmy G might get the first 7 games, and then by then it's Trey Lance.
He might get the first 7 minutes.
I'll give him the first 7 series of the season, and then he's going to tear his ACL.
He's gonna mysteriously get injured. He pulled his hamstring. Pulled the hamstring.
I'm gonna get a Garoppolo jersey. Damn it!
Yeah, you can put it.
You better get a refund. You better keep the receipt. I promise you that. You better keep the receipt on that jersey. Because
when you get it from the thrift store, they don't have receipts at the thrift store.
By week 5, you're gonna see Trey Lance make it first start.
Week 5. That's what we should put money on. When will Trey Lance
go? Joel G. That is too. My middle name's Glenn. There you go, Joel G.
You have a better chance of being a top 5 quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo.
I got it covered.
I'd rather watch Ben DiNucci play again than Jimmy G.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys quarterback. He's like a 70s porn star.
I'm going to give Chris a break because he had to watch Mark Sanchez, okay? If you had to watch Mark Sanchez.
Hey, Mark Sanchez made back-to-back AFC championships.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
Yeah. Well,
He's a winner.
Doesn't do the butt fumble. Sorry.
So what's the difference between the butt fumble and overthrowing the wide open guy by 5-6 yards?
He's a winner.
One's a little less embarrassing than the other.
But he wins games.
I just watched.
Oh,
I
man.
just watched the 2011 Green Bay Giants game, and I watched Aaron Rodgers miss guys all friggin' day.
And where did he go? Home because he lost. Because he lost.
He was on now.
He's not.
Jimmy G has played a total of 24 games in his whole career, and he's a winner.
24 games, and he's a winning quarterback.
Hey, Rick ain't in the stream.
He didn't even
So I
win
gotta
the Super Bowl, and he's a winning quarterback. He didn't even win the Super Bowl, and he's a winning quarterback. That's like saying, hey, Warren Moon's a winning quarterback.
Hey, I'd take Warren Moon any day.
Exactly.
Warren Moon was a damn good quarterback.
I didn't say he wasn't. He's definitely better than Jimmy G. Hence why he's in the Hall of Fame. And Jimmy G won't even make the Hall of Fame. He's going to make the Hall of Shame for how many games he's not going to play
Jimmy
this
G
year.
is not even going to make the 49ers Ring of Honor.
Jimmy G never even going
The Ring of
to
Honor.
be in
That's
a
what it's gonna be.
conversation about the Hall of Fame.
How not to play quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, my God.
The Jimmy Garoppolo story. I sat out 17 games, and I still was the winner.
Yeah, we just. I mean, hey, only us can get this thing popping. Jimmy Garoppolo.
But he's a winner,
bro. Like I don't even know. I didn't even. I don't even know. I don't know how we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't know either. He just one day popped in, and he went to the Super Bowl, and now he's a winner. And today we go home as Jimmy G, your savior of the NFL. He won not even 24 games, went to one Super Bowl and choked it away, and he's a winner. Definition, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, my God.
I make a sandwich out of liver and call it Jimmy Garoppolo because that's how bad he is. He tastes like crap. Okay? Jimmy Garoppolo is crap. He's crap. I'm sorry. He's crap.
Liver is good.
You know how much crap he is? He's a whole bunch of crap.
I like liver. That's good stuff.
Well, that's why you like Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right. That's right.
Oh, that's crazy.
This man, Jimmy Garoppolo, has not played more than 6 games besides the Super Bowl season.
Oh, my God.
Jimmy Garoppolo's never played half a season.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Damn.
It's just crazy. I don't even.
Damn.
In 2020, he had 1,096 yards. 2018, he had 718 yards. 2017, he had 1,560.
You can't spell winner without Jimmy G.
This man in 7 seasons has passed for 8,042 yards.
And he is a winner. We are going to remember Jimmy G 50 years from now because he won no Super Bowls in his career. Remember that quarterback, that Italian guy? What is he? Jimmy G?
This man has played a total of 48 games in 8 years.
Oh, man.
Oh,
He has 8,000 yards? That's terrible.
Listen, I want to thank all of y'all
Oh,
for being
my
here
God.
for 3 hours.
I'm right here.
Man,
I'm going nowhere.
this was an amazing stream.
Jimmy G.
I don't think I've laughed this hard in a long time, bro.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G wins games. Jimmy G don't even play games.
Give me no games, Garoppolo.
You're not playing nothing.
He's a starter coming out of camp this year. That's really good on you. Joel, you better hope Jimmy G starts. You better hope he wins that job. If I'm coming out here every week and I'm never going to let you live this down, Jimmy G.
Awesome, man. I mean, damn.
Hey, look.
I'm going to be like, hey, Jimmy G watch. Jimmy G watch.
Hey,
The
look.
fact
look
that
at
Jimmy
it.
G's
He's
name
played
came
0
up in a
games.
conversation that it never should have is just fascinating to me.
Great.
I just know.
Do that. Can you highlight
He was
John
able to
Jones'
carry
comment,
it
Lou?
too.
Absolutely.
Lou,
And he's still defending it right
can
now
you
through the
highlight
land.
John Doe 230's comment for me? Is your birthday today also, boss? Because it's my birthday today too, John. Happy birthday.
Hope he's not thinking like you about Jimmy G.
You know what? I bet 20 grand on him. There you go.
No, you didn't. You didn't even put him in your top 5, but the 20 grand was on the line. We have the tape to make sure that we can verify this. You said somebody else, and then Jimmy G was number 6. You don't get the 20 grand. Jose was like, you got to put him in the top 5, and you failed at that. They were giving you money, and you didn't even put him in there. Jimmy G's a winner, and you didn't even pick him in your top 5 quarterbacks. Terrible, Joel. Terrible.
Joe, you got to put Jimmy G in your background.
That would be awesome.
That's what it says in the comment.
That's good. Do that.
Oh, that would be
Jesus,
so awesome.
man.
I might make Jimmy G my background.
Look at
Such
that
a winner.
Joe.
Do you know that his 4 years as a starter for the 49ers, this man has played in 31 games in 4 years? 31 games in 4 years.
That's not even 10 games a year.
Time out. On the next 30 for 30, the quarterback that played 31 games.
In 4 years.
Now they're going to call it 31 for 31.
So in 4 years, he hasn't even played a whole 2 seasons combined worth of games.
He barely played.
No, in the documentary, they're going to ask, would you make this throw if you were a quarterback?
This man has averaged less than half a season played.
And he's a winner.
He can't win games if he's not playing.
Well, he's a winner.
The best ability is availability.
But he's
very available.
He went to the Super Bowl and lost. Isn't that vindication enough?
Yo.
Isn't losing the championship enough to vindicate that he's a winner?
I told you guys what I thought. You can all bust my nuts all night long if you want to. It don't matter to me.
We got to hashtag Jimmy G in this.
What
yeah, we got to put him on there. He needs to know.
Hey,
he might even come on the stream and tell you, Joel, I'm not even good enough to be on my own team. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you guys for being on the True Big Blue podcast. And we appreciate everybody's opinions, comments. Appreciate you guys taking time to be on our show, because we know YouTube has thousands and thousands of choices for you guys to choose from, but you're here with us and we appreciate it. Oh my God. I can't. How the hell you had that on standby or something? What the hell? Did you pull that out from under the bed?
That's it. That's your background from now on. Never change it.
Do you know that Deshaun Watson has been in the league half the time Jimmy Garoppolo has, and he's doubled his outtake?
I can't, yo. I do not.
Do you know that man almost threw for 5,000 yards last year with that team?
I can't keep a straight face with Jimmy G smiling at me, man. He's just looking at me like, yeah, I'm a winner.
He looks like he's not going to play.
31 games, yay.
He looks like he's not get hurt.
Yo,
I knew
guys,
you was gonna throw an interception.
I'm gonna have to cut the stream, man. I got to work in the morning, but I appreciate all you guys, man. Next Monday on Pat's channel, we'll be
Why
at
does he have that creepy smile on?
Because he's crying inside.
Hey, for all the money.
I gotta go.
I know I'm gonna be able to play 4 games this year. Which one of y'all?